No warrior man.
In parks. All right. The fuck is popping though?
You know what I mean?
The boys are back in town.
Why you keep saying back?
God.
Where did we go?
We're back in town. We had guests the last two podcasts, and now it's just us again.
Who's our special guest today, Joe, that you're not going to tell us about?
Hardy har har.
This nigga Joe just be pulling niggas off the street. Come sit in, talk. Have a podcast.
They're bonding early. Look out when they find a groove.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Don't get quiet now, you bitch ass niggas. I'm
Yo,
here.
when I went to go buy my cigarettes, we had a really good conversation, so I figured let's get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he said something, you know, and it just kind of struck, you know. I thought it was be a good conversation. Like, who is this nigga, man? This nigga Joe,
he kind of struck it off.
Yeah, like that's how you know. He seemed like a smart guy.
You know what, y'all? I love y'all get the jokes off. Y'all love Justice. Y'all y'all liked 90 of his picks since he's been here. Y'all went and hung out. You fucking took him to Yams Day. Why was Rory at Yams Day?
What was Yams Day?
Making moves.
Yams Day was yesterday. Well, 2 days ago if you're listening to this on Saturday.
Oh, shit.
It's a major move right here, baby.
Yeah.
Major move.
Making moves, major moves.
Rory was the whitest thing at Yams Day.
Oh,
has Rory
that's a fact.
Has Rory ever had yams?
Pause.
If we said, does he have any yams?
Have you ever had yams?
Hey, yo. Just ask if I had yams.
It's food. What the fuck is he pausing in there, yo? It's food.
You asked if I had yams.
Have you ever had yams? Yes.
I have had yams before, yes.
All right, that's all I'm asking.
You know Rory had yams.
I don't know what Rory had.
You don't think Rory has had yams?
No, how would I know that Rory had yams?
Rory's girlfriend is Caribbean.
Okay.
He definitely had yams.
I don't. I'm just saying I've never seen him eat yams.
Rory's a Kappa.
I don't know what that stuff is.
You and I were supposed to go out
You
to
know what a Kappa
get
is.
yams
It's a
together.
gang.
A dancing gang.
Rory should be in jail. I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, but I mean, that's my man.
What you gonna do?
Give us a report. Come on. How was it? How was Yams Day?
Yams Day was cool. I only really stayed for West Side, Benny, and Conway's set, but it was cool. A lot of artists in the same area having fun. It's good to see that the kids don't really care to hate each other and like everyone loves each other. Like everyone hugs. It's like they've been friends for 30 years and it's the first day they've met, but they comment on Instagram together, so they're friends.
Okay.
Where was it? Really, Barclays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
Salute the yams, man.
For sure. Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of kind of what Dude, I'll say Dude because I don't want to tell people who I interview, but what Dude was telling me about the culture out there versus out here. And it kind of fucked me up a little bit. Just like historically, he's talking about like shows like Power, all of those like down there.
Right.
Nah. All of that one person, run the block, plugs, blase, blah. No. Everybody's a boss. Everybody has a trap. And that's that. Everybody's getting money. Everybody's wearing their jewelry. Everybody's letting you know that that's what they're doing.
New York used to be like that too. That's what I'm saying. We got away from that.
I don't remember that.
New York was like that.
I was probably 4.
No, 80s, yeah, early 90s.
You would know a little more about that.
No, I mean that's what it used to be.
Honestly though, tell speak to that because I don't recall it. I wasn't outside.
But we had this talk before. I think I told you New York really, to me, the divide really happened. 50. I think that's when the divide really happened. That was like the biggest breakup when New York just started. Like it was a lot of, because after that, I think Jay and Nas was after that, right?
Nah, that was before. I'm
talking about when 50 first with How to Rob. That was,
oh, okay. Yeah, it was around the same time, 01.
So like around that time, that's when the disbandment of New York started to happen. Because it starts to me. It starts with rap.
About in music, and I guess,
but it's a trickle down.
I was going to say, I guess those two things,
but it goes together,
coincide.
Because the rappers are from the streets, right? So which means if now I'm not rocking with you like that, that means my crew ain't rocking with you. So then, you know what I'm saying? Now we see our crew see each other out and about on the party scene. Like
I will say that down there, if that's the culture, you can see that unification transcend over to the music as well.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
And in New York, I could see how we lack it.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a running conversation how much Atlanta supports each other and how much we don't support each other. But I think now that's shifted a little bit.
Yeah, but wait time.
I think the younger New York artists definitely fuck with each other.
Yeah. I can see that.
Listen, talking to him, you make you want to move to Atlanta.
Shit.
He said it's Wakanda.
And Joe, what you pay for your crib?
Black
up
state,
here?
black state officials, black police.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you inherit different issues when you have black police and black state officials.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, actually, I just read that fucking. So the strip clubs in Atlanta proper are normally closed on Sundays. Mm-hmm. So of course they petitioned or tried to get that changed for Super Bowl Sunday, and they were able to get that changed. So now the strip clubs, you don't have to just go to the outskirts. So the big boy strip clubs in proper Atlanta are open. How much money do you think the Super Bowl is bringing to Atlanta?
A lot.
Billions?
Yeah.
And I don't mean, I guess, all the corporate shit. I'm talking about
It's people
the
coming and
streets.
spending money here.
I'm talking about the streets.
Oh
Billions.
yeah, it'll be a lot of money. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But that's why cities be so
How
happy
many
when
millions of dollars?
they get hundreds of millions
That's craziness.
for that weekend, for sure.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
That's why cities be so hyped when they get events like the All Stars and Super Bowl and
For the street money?
no, but it generates
Well,
so much.
everything in general,
money,
yeah.
for the
It
economy.
It generates so
Yeah.
much money into the city for
In
that.
all facets.
for that
Yeah, but
event.
I'll be honest with you. I hate when events are in New York. I don't think New York is fit to
No,
host
I love
events.
it. No, I love it when
It's
it's
definitely
there.
not. It's not
trash.
designed.
It's no.
trash.
It's no
Streets aren't
difference.
designed for it.
Yeah.
It's not true.
No, but it's really no difference.
That's not true.
When All Star Weekend was here, there was absolutely no difference
That
in
is
Manhattan.
not true.
What was the difference?
That's a lie.
That's not true.
It was.
Maul.
It was gross in New York. During
It was
that.
disgusting.
what was the
nasty.
difference?
It's not.
You
All right.
you
It's
couldn't
not
move.
centralized.
You couldn't move.
Well, at no point in any at any point in the weekend was it ever centralized ever. That's not the case when All Star is in L.A., when All Star is in Philly, when All Star is in D.C.,
When All Star was in LA,
in
it
New
was 100
Orleans.
times worse than in New York.
Well, I would put LA up there
All
as
Star
also a
in
city that
L.A.
shouldn't do
It
that.
was all. No, I won't. It was always centralized in L.A. The Staples Center ran shit all day long. Every fucking mad hotels were clubs. There was always somewhere
Well, you
to
talking
go
about
and stay.
yeah, but I mean New York is
In
like
New
that
York-
every day.
We was out here, Rory. It was a
Yeah.
bunch of athletes running around and a bunch of kids trying to get in athlete shit. That's what it was in New York.
I mean the events that
The nightlife was trash.
No,
Come
the
on, like
nightlife is trash now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying
I
is
said- that's what
I
I'm saying.
don't
There's
like
no
when
difference.
New York hosts these things. It is a difference when L.A. hosted. I don't think the clubs are trash in L.A.
No, he's
when-
saying it's
when
not a difference from a regular New York weekend.
It
Oh,
wasn't.
I'm not comparing it to New York.
Yeah.
I'm comparing it to other places.
No. I'm just saying that when
New
All-
Orleans.
when All Star Weekend is
All-Star,
here,
that's
the
the
funnest
that shit is
weekend
no
of my
different.
life.
New Orleans
I
shit
died
was
out there.
amazing, man. Like I just don't like when New
That
York
was the
does it.
funnest weekend of my life.
But that's not. I know because you just said funnest.
Listen, lost my grammar over there.
But I didn't. Even, we wasn't even starting with
Fucking
this.
having flashbacks.
So West Side Mall performed at Yams Day.
He did.
Rory
did
the
a really
Butcher.
good job.
Rory the Butcher showed up too.
Yep, Joe
Rory
Joe
the
the
Butcher.
Machine.
Rory the
and Parks,
Butcher.
Parks Derringer.
And Parks Derringer. Another thing I noticed traveling that I was a little saddened by. This was my first time traveling during this whole government shutdown thing. So the airports I was concerned about. You know, I saw on the news that lines were extra long, so it was. I was worried a bit. Newark Airport was completely empty, desolate.
Really? What time did you go? Like,
What time was that flight? Noon?
oh wow.
My flight was at noon. Yeah, landed at 3. Flight was at noon. It was completely empty in there. And all the TSA workers looked sad, man. It wasn't very many of them.
It's funny you
It
mentioned that.
wasn't very many of
They were
them.
getting paid.
And I don't know if
Yeah, a
that
lot
has
of them
any-
have left.
any correlation, but I went to book a flight today, and I always start with Newark because I live closer to there. I couldn't find one flight out of Newark
Really?
to LA. I had to go to fucking JFK, which I didn't want to do. I was searching, was ready to pay more. I still couldn't find one that worked. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but if Newark's
They looked-
empty,
It was empty, and it didn't look like it was going to fill up anytime soon. The workers looked sad. The lines weren't long. You know, I got up there and I said, you know, I really wish that I could tip you. Like, why can't y'all put these tip? It has to be something that you could do. Like when you see the looks on these people's faces that aren't being paid and kind of have to work because you want the benefits that come with whatever government issued job. Like I don't know because I ain't qualified.
Yeah.
But boy, it was sad to see. And they said we can't take tips.
Yeah, no, they
We
can't.
can't take tips. We'll lose our job.
Wow.
We'll lose our job that we're not being paid for.
Well, I mean, the bigger picture.
I pray for you, sister.
Yeah,
good luck.
The bigger thing is, this is the president that, quote unquote, America voted for. You know what I mean? This is the president that will get up and walk out of a meeting when the rest of the government is trying to sit down and come to amends. And just because they won't back him for building a wall, he gets up and just walks out of a meeting. Meanwhile, people are not getting paid. People are going hungry. People are walking out of their jobs. Can't pay their mortgage.
Well, he showed us he didn't care about immigrants. He showed us he didn't care about children being ripped from their families. He showed us he didn't care about certain mass murders. Like he's shown us who he is time and time again. So when these things occur, I'm kind of not shocked by it, but I have to watch.
No, but
I have to watch the news to just stay aware.
But I like the fact that he did this. I honestly, I do, because it just shows people that voted for him, this is the guy that you appointed as the head of the country. This is your leader.
I didn't know if I wanted to waste you guys' time with a conspiracy theory that was floating around that somehow I read.
Let's hear it.
That says Donald Trump is a time traveler.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hear this one.
I'm with you so far.
Oh, y'all are in?
Yeah, let's do it.
I just want to say that I have yet to introduce this podcast.
It's okay.
It's Saturday.
So let me do that. Let me do that first. Savon the Don. 214. My man. All right, so
fresh
I
out
am.
of the ATL streets, Savon.
Welcome to the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 214. I am your host, Joe Budden, here with a few cool dudes, man. Maul's here, Parks is here, Rory's here, Erickson is here, Savon the Don is here. Now, I want to shout out to the Spotify listenership. I want to shout out to the YouTube viewership as well as the YouTube commenters. I don't think you guys get enough credit for your wit. You guys are pretty witty, man. I want to shout out the gangs, the Bloods, and the Crips. Vince Staples texted me and said I have to shout out Gangsta Crips specifically. I don't know what that means, but I'm doing it. So shout out to the Gangsta Crips. Shout out to the employed, unemployed, the stay-at-home moms and dads, the truck drivers, the college kids, the gamers, the hedge fund guys,
educators,
girls. Shout out to all the girls, period, women.
Corner store owners.
The mom and pop people. Shout out to all the creators, the writers, the spoken word people, all the barbershops, the poets, the break dancers. Who else?
Athletes?
Yeah.
And athletes.
Yeah.
And athletes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to hear you fucking fans' mouth now. We killed it. That should be all of you, man.
No,
they're gonna
I know.
500 more.
I know. Okay.
Shout out to the people.
So
the people.
the boys are back in town. Let's get to it. I didn't think we were starting here, but I'll give it to you. I stumbled upon this post, and it says this
Where'd you
person.
find it, on Twitter?
And just listen. It
I'm
already
curious.
sounds crazy enough. Young Dre's post. So I'm assuming this is Young Dre who posted.
Okay.
All right.
Young Dre says, so I'm on the Office of Congress Library website and came across this book written in 1893. Look at the title. The book is called Marvelous Underground Journey by Baron Trumps.
Okay.
Plural.
He says the book is about a boy named Baron Trump who found a secret portal and time traveled. But that's not the crazy part. He said Donald Trump's son name is Barron. But it gets crazier. I'm with you guys. I'm not hooked yet. Oh, and then he says, do they not look like the same person? He posts a picture of the two people. I don't know. We're not posting the
not
picture.
really.
We'll post it. We'll give it to Erickson so he can show it to the YouTube people. But I'm not rolling just yet. Cool. In the book, Baron Trump had a mentor he looked up to named, guess what? Don.
Okay.
Not Savon.
Not Savon.
Not the Don.
Don.
Just Don.
And he says it gets better. All the shit in the book takes place in Russia. Right? He then says 4 years later in 1896, the same author writes a sequel to the book, but he calls it The Last President. And this when shit gets real. The book is about a very wealthy man who lived in New York on Fifth Avenue who ran for president but wasn't expected to win. Wait for it. Bro, I swear to God, I cannot make this shit up, but it gets deeper. What is he showing me? Address 725 Fifth Avenue, Trump Tower. Okay, I don't know. He's proving what he's saying. In the book, when he won, it surprised everybody, and people started rioting and protesting. And after his inauguration, he started signing executive orders. But there's more. How y'all feeling so far?
I'd like to read the book.
Remember, this book was written over 124 years ago. But anyways, after his inauguration, he started picking people for his cabinet, and guess who was one of the people?
Baron.
LaFay Pence.
That was my next guess.
Yep.
So everyone's
Pence.
a time traveler.
That's what he says. I cannot make this shit up. Y'all can go read the books for yourself, but I am not done. In 1943, one of the most famous inventors named Nikola Tesla died from a blood clot. Before his death, he claimed he had built a time machine and used it to travel back in time and in the future.
Shout out to Tesla.
Young Dre says to keep reading. All right, how y'all feeling so far?
I don't want to buy a Tesla.
After
I'll tell you that much.
you can let me press your little drop button.
No, Warrior Mom.
That's pretty funny. You do want to buy a Tesla, though. You buy a Tesla right this fucking second.
And time travel in that bitch.
Yeah, and go anywhere, too. You white. What is he talking about? Wait, shut up, man. After he died, the United States government took all of his inventions and notes. The name of the office that seized all of this work was the Office of Alien Property. After they looked through it, they passed it to the FBI. Right? Mm-hmm. That's the same one again. Where's this? Passed it to the... here we go. Just so you know, that's a real government office. You can Google that, is what he's saying. Google the Office of Alien Property. Now, I didn't know that. Why is there an office for alien
Some
property?
Roswell shit. I'm sure their headquarters are in New Mexico.
It's a little sick. And it is a little spooky. But whatever. After they gave up on trying to figure out his intentions, after they gave up on trying to figure out his inventions, they hired an outside engineer who could understand the work of Nikola Tesla. And guess who this dude was?
Baron.
John G. Trump. John Trump is Donald Trump's grandfather. But after studying the time machine notes and inventions of Nikola Tesla, he told the government he didn't find anything. Could he have lied to keep the invention to himself and out of the hands of the government?
A Trump would never do that.
Now, yeah, I don't think he would, right? Is there any evidence of that?
No, the last name, that's a family of integrity right there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Fun fact, Donald Trump's mama name is Mary, and his father's middle name is Christ, and he was born on the night of a total lunar eclipse. I don't think that has anything to do with anything.
They're saying that Trump is Jesus?
He's just
That's what I was
facts.
trying to figure out what that one was for.
He's padding facts here. I don't know why he's telling me that. Here we go. In the 2000s, when the internet was starting to get popular, a guy named John Titor began to get national attention by claiming he was a military soldier from 2036. He wrote on internet chat rooms saying, in the future, the world was devastated by nuclear waste and the U.S. economy had fallen and everyone was corrupt. He said he was sent to 1975 as part of a government program, but had to stop in the 2000s for personal reasons.
Wait, how you do all that and then have a personal
Yeah,
issue?
you make a pit stop.
People didn't believe him, so he gave them a couple of predictions of things that were going to happen. One of the most famous was the space shuttle Columbia blowing up and something about IBM computers at the time that nobody knew. He also said in the future, ISIS ran the world. Many people believe John Titor was really John Trump, and he traveled to help Trump win the election so they can stop ISIS. Shit crazy, man. I don't know what to think anymore. Keep reading, he says. But that's when I stopped reading. I've taken up enough of you guys' time with time traveler, conspiracy theory bullshit.
Sounds accurate.
But what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it sounds super accurate. Scientific.
That explains his skin, his face.
Just it being orange?
Yeah. A lot of lights.
Yeah, see, you're too young, so you probably never saw a V.
No, I didn't.
And you ever saw a V? Savon and Don, no. You too young. Erickson, you Spanish. They wasn't playing at your house.
Yo,
Yeah.
Joe is an idiot, man. That explains his skin.
You don't think his skin look a little V-ish more?
Can you tell everyone?
And
what V is?
I'm probably outdating the listeners as well. V was a old. Was that a horror show? Was it was like one of the first sci-fi shows,
like Twilight
where the
Zone and all that
humans
shit.
were running around, but they were really aliens, and you didn't know until they peeled their skin off.
Yeah.
And then it was like craziness,
Okay.
and it was a really good. It was a big show.
The reptilians?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they even tried to bring it back, but that didn't work.
Yeah, nobody ain't watching that shit.
Well, I'm not even gonna waste.
Wait, hold on. The logo is just the Vibe Award.
Yes. No, you looked it up. V. Hey, look, that's the squad. They killed the shit out of him. They killed the shit out of him. Oh, and over the weekend, I was reminded of another thing white people tried to sneak out there on us. Lord of the Rings. Come on, man.
You didn't like that movie?
I've never seen it.
Isn't that another
If you
M.
think
Night
I was
Shyamalan?
going to see Lord of the Rings?
I think I saw the first one.
Sci-fi in general is a pretty.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah,
White people-
Game of Thrones kind of got Lord of the Rings the fuck out of here.
Oh, for sure.
Lord of the fucking Rings. All right, I won't waste you guys' time with the mattress firm
Well, that was-
theory that I read.
Mattress film.
No, we're here now.
No,
No. Yeah, you can't
pop this shit out.
We gotta talk about
exist in
Soulja
this
Man.
space
We
now.
gotta talk about Soulja Man.
We uncovered Trump being a time traveler. What about Mattress Firm?
That it's a drug ring.
Oh, I could see
Everyone
that.
knows that.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
have you ever seen Breaking Bad? It's
They
the same
definitely.
thing.
Yeah,
You ever
they,
had drugs? Where do you
yeah,
keep them?
they ship drugs. to
Sure,
the
money,
mattress.
anything.
Sure. Absolutely.
Why are there still mattress stores though?
To hide your drugs.
Yeah. And
Oh, wait,
people- and
it's
people
not
need
like
mattresses.
it's not like a Blockbuster. Well, of course, there's mattress stores.
People will always need a mattress.
What you mean?
That's one thing people will always need.
Out of all the things,
I need one now.
Exactly.
Talking about why is there a mattress
Exactly.
store? Me and Sin just won't get up and go to the mall.
Yeah. See.
I want one of them little shits with the remote, but I don't want to be called bougie.
nah, you kind
That's like old
of
people
weird if
chic.
you order a mattress online.
What? No. That's
No,
free.
what are you talking about?
That's free buy.
You don't want to like feel the mattress before you buy it.
I wasn't talking about going to buy one online. What do you mean?
No, if that's the other option of not going out to buy a mattress at a mattress
No,
store,
I'm going out to buy my mattress.
You have to.
Yeah,
You have
I'm
to,
not doing that.
there should only be mattress stores.
the
It
day-
shouldn't be online.
The days of me getting the mattress, me and Mom's going over there across from Duncan Projects.
It's over.
Little mattress store right there on the highway. $14.
Right across on 440.
$7, $20.
Mind you, the same mattress has been in the window for
You just gotta pick the right one.
And you good to go?
$14?
Yeah, man. My whole
That's a
family was
really cheap
rocking.
mattress.
It
Listen,
is.
man.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, I thought so. I
don't
don't,
think
I don't
so.
think
A
they're
$14
they're not
mattress
there
is
anymore.
disgusting.
Neither is the projects.
No, that mattress store is still there.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, the project is gone.
You
No,
about
that
to go
mattress
hit
store is
him-
definitely
about to go
still
hit him up.
One like Pac, nigga. I got $20. I got a double.
You gonna get Lex's first bed there?
Lex ain't gonna be. It's gonna be me and my fucking fiance.
Keep the change.
Oh, that's pretty
No,
funny.
that shit is still right there on 440.
Come on, we gotta talk about Soulja Man. And why do you know? You just moved too. What Rory doing?
Buy
What Rory
mattresses.
doing in his crib, man? He just moved.
Listen, bro,
Listen, bro.
be on 440 sometimes.
Got to pick the right one. You find a steal.
All right, so what's going on with your boy?
And more judging us. He used to fucking make me drive him to the dollar stores.
What's wrong with the dollar store?
Nothing. That's my point. So you can't judge me for going
not
in.
judging you.
Yeah, but don't
But
make a
you
little.
you can't go get a cheap mattress though.
I
That's
can.
one thing you could, that's one thing I think you should spend money on.
All right, you thought you was really buying Irish Spring?
No, I never used Irish Spring, nigga.
Wait, all right, well,
They was
everyone
they
relax. Everyone relax.
Look, Irish people going to defend their soap.
Yeah, that shit in the dollar store.
Defend
that's-
yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone
Defend
calm
themselves.
down.
That shit was
Go
not
watch your
Colgate
mouths.
in there.
Irish Spring don't rinse off. You ever take a shower?
that shit is just on
screen when you get out.
That shit don't rinse off, bro.
That shit be smelling good though.
That shit don't rinse off, my nigga.
I leave it there. Whatever.
Nigga be itching.
It's car oil.
Listen, if we gonna talk about wild shit that's happening in the shower,
No. We're gonna talk about Soulja Man,
all right, there we go. Let's get into Soulja Man.
Big Draco.
Big Draco, Big
Big-
Soulja Man. We saw this coming up.
We briefly touched upon it last episode. Has he yet to lie? It's just my number one question.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
He's lied a lot.
He has yet to lie.
He's been lying.
A couple times, maybe.
Yes, he
Mad
has,
times.
Yes, he
I heard a
has.
couple.
Can't trust anything he
Are they
says.
really good lies?
No.
They're entertaining lies.
Okay.
It's entertainment.
They're entertaining live.
He
I
just-
fuck with Big Draco.
Yeah, I mean, listen, what he
I do.
essentially did was he 6ix9ine isn't here.
And he took the spot.
That's
I
a
mean,
very selfless act. He
It's
saw what was
very-
going on. There was a void to be filled for all the fans out there.
It's
And he
entertainment.
took
man.
it upon himself.
Has he always been on E1?
No,
I thought you were about to say
Savon,
something else.
can you find that out, please?
Has
Because
he
I don't.
always been on
I don't.
E?
Because that just seems. Because Maul is right, and very rarely do me and Maul be in separate locations and think the same thing. But that happened. Like it looked like a little 6ix9ine-ish,
Oh no, it's still strategic
The
marketing.
whole thing is 6ix9ine.
and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because it's 6ix9ine-ish without the danger. Like he's not threatening
Yeah.
the people that he shouldn't threaten.
Yeah, people are laughing at him.
That's one. Two.
I think almost laughing with him too, because I think in his head he's laughing as well.
He
no, he
is.
is.
He's trolling and he's laughing. But you know what? At the bottom of it all is Rory's point. He's correct. He has the stats and the records to talk this silly shit that he's talking. Like he's right. His DNA is littered all over this shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's a liar. He is a liar. And I mean, I didn't really pay it no mind until I saw everybody else start talking about the graph he showed that showed he only sold like 7 consoles.
For $200,000.
I'm about to cop one just off GP.
He explained that on the off-brand show.
He didn't.
Well, I will say this will be the time for him to try to re-promote that console.
I figured that
it might
was
move.
the press run, no?
I mean, he's definitely going to be
I'm not buying the console.
not you, but I mean, people will just for it's a moment. People
What
just
about
want
the
to be
watch?
attached to a moment.
You'll get the Soulja watch.
And I want to listen. If somebody's gonna buy, if you play games and you fuck with it, please be my guest. Support black business.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wait, what'd you say, Parks? The
Soulja watch, yeah.
No,
I would cop.
We're in the same
I would
watch.
cop the Soulja watch if every single morning there was a new 15-second video at 7 a.m. of Soulja Boy giving me motivation for the day. I would cop that.
It's a good idea.
I think
If
a lot of
young
people
Draco
if
would
that was the
scream
case.
at me in the morning,
Young Draco.
yeah, I would. Cop
we
the
have
Soulja
not
watch.
seen the last of a great Soldier Man idea.
Oh no,
No,
no.
Another good Soldier Man idea is coming. I may not think that it's the consoles, but he gonna have one. I do like everybody giving him his flowers. I do like all the outpour of support that he's been getting from Berg, J-Elect, Meek, you name it.
I'm not opposed to him even sneaking in a good record.
I'm sure that's coming too.
No, he dropped the record.
Oh, did he?
He dropped the record. You didn't think all this was for nothing.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah,
definitely for something.
I thought it
didn't
was
hear
for
a record,
the game console.
The watch.
No, he definitely dropped the record. What else? What other scathing hot takes do we have about Soldier Man?
What do you guys think his Gucci headband smells like today?
though. Playoff basketball. Playoff basketball is intense.
Intense.
Yeah, it smells like intense. The scent of intense.
Can I add to that?
Yeah. Why you smirking at me? What's wrong with you?
I seen a clip earlier of Soldier Man in the mall or wherever he was at, and he was with Gang Gang. You know who was in Gang Gang in the clip?
Who?
You guessed it, Sophia Body.
So you're saying his headband may smell like
Sophia's
Sophia
body.
Body?
No, plus playoff basketball.
Oh, and playoff basketball.
Now imagine.
Okay.
So Sophia's playoff body.
Basketball.
No, warrior. No, warrior.
That's a nasty smell.
Where is James R for all of this?
Yo, wait, it's
Wait,
James R.
how can we not hear from James R in
At
the
a
midst?
time like
What
this.
the fuck is going on out here?
Holy
This shit
shit.
is crazy, man.
What do y'all think about all of the other shit? Soldier Man versus Famous Dex, Soldier Man versus Casanova, Soldier Man versus Academic, Soldier Man versus Nadeska, Soldier Man versus
I thought trying to fight via FaceTime was pretty groundbreaking.
nigga squared up with the phone.
But even that, I felt like that was like staged. I didn't think that was real.
You thought
I think everything is staged.
Yeah, I didn't think that was
y'all
real.
thought it was cap?
Yeah, that was Cap. Big Cap.
You don't think they really
Rest in
beefing?
peace, Big Cat.
Yeah. Yes,
100% rest in peace, Big Cap, my nigga.
Yeah.
Cap was so cool, man.
OD.
Cap was in all the clubs, coolest nigga in the universe. Why you just made me sad?
I'm sorry. I heard Big Cap. I had to say rest in peace.
No, that was respect. That was respect.
Can't just hear that and not think of Big Cap.
Where do you guys want to begin with the scathing hot takes and analysis on Soulja Man versus everyone?
As far as why we think he's doing this,
And I'm
what is
going
going
to
to
try
come
my
of it.
best to let y'all talk and actually remember to give my opinion at the end. I always forget to
That's
do
your New
that.
Year's resolution?
A lot of podcasts, I forget to do that. I ask y'all what y'all think, and then y'all say it, and then I just get mad at what y'all think, and we move on. But I have thoughts.
Oh, okay.
And I have thoughts.
and I'd like
And
to share
then
them.
end it with, yo, y'all never talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
have thoughts. No, I mean, we know what this is, though. We get it. I mean, I get it. I understand what he's doing. I think it's genius. I think it's, it's necessary. It's
Is it
entertaining.
genius?
Another word we use too loosely.
No, it is.
I don't know if it's genius.
For
It's not-
Soulja
it's
Boy to
not
do what he's
genius.
doing right now,
It's not genius.
It
I don't know if
is.
it's genius.
a lot of people try to do exactly what he's doing and can't do it.
That don't make it genius.
That's exactly what makes it with genius.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, every human is unique. I'd like to think every human could do something that another human can't do.
I would
That
like to
don't-
think that
that
too.
don't make it
We know
genius.
that every human can't though, and every human won't.
All right, I'm not calling this a genius moment in Soulja Boy's career.
Well, Joe,
Oh,
you're,
man, this
you're
is
a
definitely genius moment in
dictionary.com
his
guy.
career.
Genius means exceptional intelligence or creative power. This has been exceptional trolling.
It's exactly
I
like
don't
I
even
said.
like that. I don't accept the trolling word in hip hop the way everybody else does.
What you mean?
I finally gave into it. I mean, it's a part of
I
hip hop.
I
but it's
gave
been
into
around.
I gave into it too, but
It's been around,
I fought it
but
for too long.
I don't
It has
accept-
been around
It's
for a
been
while.
around.
my brain doesn't accept it though.
We just gave it a name, but it's been around. Kanye is the biggest troll ever, probably.
So tell me what that means again. Now I always need a refresher on what the word troll means.
Well, I mean, to me, it's someone that they're doing
Already,
outlandish
when
things.
you say
and
to me,
To elicit
already we don't have
response.
clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing outlandish things to him.
I'm just saying because
Elicit
what you
response.
might call trolling is different. I'm just saying to me, what trolling is, if somebody does something that's just outlandish, crazy, seems absolutely ridiculous to other people, but they have a goal, they have a plan, they have a goal, they know what they're doing with that act, whatever it is that they're doing. It's a bigger reason behind
See,
it.
for me, I guess it falls on the tail end of what y'all are saying. It's doing something solely to solicit response.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to mean it. You don't have to really. They don't really have to be you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
just
Well, that's
doing
what
it,
I was gonna say. What
doing it for the response.
doing things that you don't even believe just to get the reaction and the attention to what you're trying
Yeah,
to
but
push.
see, and that's why my brain don't accept that word, because let's talk about that for a second. Doing something solely to solicit response. That's what clickbaiting is. Clickbaiting is.
Clickbaiting is trolling.
Clickbaiting is
That's
trolling.
what
Joe, this has been around
anything.
forever.
I know, but just let's go further for a minute. Anything to solicit some type of social media engagement. A lot of those comedy sketches. A lot of media companies are also responsible for this. So I just think the word troll is irresponsible for the role that act is playing in hip hop. It's not just rappers that are doing things for engagement. Actually, that's where I'm going with my entire thesis on Soulja Man on that Off-Brand show. That is exactly where I'm going there. Like,
But it's not just hip hop that trolling is. It's the internet. CNN, their headlines are trolling to a degree sometimes.
companies.
Once you read the
Our
article, it
president
ain't
is a
what
troll.
it's not what the headline says.
Companies are trolling. Sports mascots are trolling. Like, everyone is trolling. I just don't think that word holds us responsible or culpable for the part that it's playing in hip hop
Yeah.
and the money that it's generating. Because everybody is not out here. This is not the purge. Everybody is not out here just losing their minds. These are people with sense. Y'all are calling Soulja Man a genius. I ain't even gonna argue with you. Fuck it. Let's call him a genius. So if I'm taking him at that, there are reasons that these creative geniuses are behaving a certain way. Yeah, I don't like that word trolling. I'm on a rant, but
What?
I just don't like that. We need to call it something else. We need to call it something else when Complex. Oh my God! Thank God I left that fucking piece of shit. We have to call it something else when. First of all, why does that show exist? Let me go on a rant. Just come on, my memory's bad, Roy. Don't make a joke. Don't make me laugh.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna add.
Why does these shows? You know, and I'm noticing it. I've spoken about it before. It's a lot of shows now that are just being created to exist in the marketplace.
Oh, duh.
And that is it.
But that's everything.
That's it. That is it. Let's recognize it. Let's recognize it as that. I ain't watched this show in ages, so y'all invite this young man up here because he's fucking doing whatever he's doing and he's acting a fool or whatever. He got a relationship with Ack. Ack goes out his way to develop relationships with some of the people. That's cool. So all of that looked great. He comes up there and now he's trolling. He's on the troll tour. But that's cool. I just witnessed the whole troll tour and it was entertaining to me. So go ahead. Go ahead, Soulja Man. I'm with it. I support the troll tour.
Right.
And while he's in the middle of that, that was the nastiest, ugliest, two trolling ass entities combining to just create a nasty mess. And the part that I got taken aback by, because forget about my opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. He's sitting there trying to sell some shit. Fuck whether we think he lying or not. He trying to sell something, so he on the go. He just got a record deal. He got a new single that just dropped. We know why he's doing what he's doing. Mm-hmm. What is Nadeska? Nadeska said, what did Nadeska say? He's talking about his shit, and then they was trying to clown him, and then Nadeska said,
why do you own so many businesses?
Oh, no, baby. My mind is a little more warped than that. I ain't even get to that part. Right before she said that, she said, oh, no, we support black businesses up here, with like a little snarky smirk. I thought that was telling. You support black businesses where? At Complex? You don't want me to start running down the long list of talented young black men that have come through Complex to meet their early demise, to have to find success elsewhere. You don't want me to start talking about how that show has been airing for X amount of time and ain't got not a fucking ad dollar to show for it. My own theory in that is, well, not a theory, because Rich Antonelli told me himself fucking self. He has a hard time selling ads with a show with black people.
Wow.
That's interesting.
So before she even got to that ridiculous fucking statement, with a young entrepreneur sitting there. See, we got to start making sure certain people are even qualified to say what they're saying to somebody else. You know how I said that on this podcast a while ago? Like, at some point, I just felt like, damn, I was going at Jay, and why? Mm-hmm. Sit down. Yeah, what are you doing?
Right.
And let me continue with Nadeska, but on a sidebar, that's a conversation for another time, how these ad dollars are being distributed. I'm ready to have that conversation. Companies that listen to this fucking podcast, hear me well. I am ready to have that well, I don't need to have it because we're great. But what I'm seeing out there with people that I love, like people that I care about, people that ain't strong enough or in a position to fight for their fucking selves, it is nasty. So that's what she said. We support black businesses up here at Complex. It's laughable.
Yeah.
It's laughable, Maul. There's nothing to say. It's laughable. And then she said, what did it?
Why do you have so many businesses?
We don't think Nadeska was maybe speaking for herself and Wayno and Ack and not Complex as a whole?
No. What I think is Ack was in the middle of attempting a live troll. Ack was in the middle of trolling. Yo, your name ain't on the box. Yo, you say you only got 7. Like Ack is a troll. Ack trolls. So that looked normal. Yeah. I think that she attempted to join in on that troll.
Gotcha.
And it looked really.
I didn't see the clip, so I'm really just asking it.
It didn't come off that way, but that's the only sense you could make of her tailing Ack with, why do you have so many businesses? Nadeska works at Beats. Nadeska works at Complex. Nadeska has a few businesses.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she understands why young black men have multiple businesses. Of course, you do if you support black entrepreneurship, like you just said. That really rubbed me the wrong way.
And why wouldn't black
It
men
did.
have businesses in a culture that, is for us?
That rubbed me
by
the
us?
wrong way, knowing how Complex moves and thinks. For her to say some of them things and treat that young man like that. It did.
I never met Nadeska, but hopefully she meant it in a way like she was throwing a shot at Complex herself, knowing that they don't support.
Well, that's not what was happening.
Well, I'm gonna give her something.
that part is not what was happening. What else do I think? I don't have any thoughts on Soulja Man versus Famous Dex. To be honest, I don't really know very much about Famous Dex.
Cool name though.
We do like his name.
I like his.
We like his name. Pretty ballsy. Pause. I don't have many thoughts. I don't have thoughts on Soulja Man and Casanova. I hate when I see Cass on the internet. That's my thought.
Why you say that?
Because who I know Cass to be versus how it can look when niggas like that get caught up in internet shit,
Okay.
I don't like it. That's my opinion. My opinion, I'm nobody.
Yeah.
My opinion should be nothing. I'm just telling you how I feel when I see some of this stuff.
That's fair. But I mean, Cass is moving. He's an artist now, so
Well, I know that's why you got to. We're going to see you.
exactly.
We're going to see you on the internet.
No, but I get it is a catch-22 with the point you brought up, and Cass having to be an artist and having to go out and be seen and be on the internet and be next to Soulja Boy. It's just a whirlwind of bullshit he has to deal with now.
Yo,
to promote his
artists that have criminal records, it's like an athlete playing with 5 fouls, man. Like, you can't really get in the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most paranoid thing in the universe. You have to worry about everything and everybody. I don't envy that.
It's rough.
It
I
is.
mean, it goes down from just going out with what your entourage or the people that are with your entourage that you don't even know are doing that now falls on you. It's traveling. It's trying to get out of the country. It's just a mess.
Hey, let me stop you right after that word, entourage. I don't think enough people have those conversations either. I learned very quickly to get the fuck away from niggas. Like, I never really got the large allure with the big rap entourages. It's expensive. It will drive you to debt. I always preferred being around groups of women. There was never a scenario where I needed to head to the club and wanted to invite 25 other people. Men. Just me.
No, it's not just you.
That's just me. So when you start having these conversations of entourages and all of the trouble that they can get you into, it's unfortunate that some people have to wait till later in their career to learn these lessons.
Yeah, I saw artists that will remain nameless yesterday at Yams Day when we were walking in getting our credentials and shit. I saw an artist almost miss his set and his opportunity to perform at the Barclays because he was worrying about his entourage not being able to get in and causing a scene on Dean Street in downtown gentrified Brooklyn. Almost missed his opportunity to get on the Barclays stage because he was dealing with the 40 people that came with him.
No, I'm cool.
Word.
All right, I'm done with my rant, man. What else we got? Let me see. Let's see what's happening in the world. Soulja Man.
Did anyone listen to Future's album?
I did, and I watched the little documentary thing they had.
I didn't listen to all of it, but the 4 joints I listened to sound pretty good.
Yeah, I've been on record of not being the biggest Future fan. I've tried.
Hater.
Wasn't mad at this album.
I'm hearing good things.
It was definitely the more. I think this is ending the Future that we once knew album. This was the end of the chapter to move into, which I guess we kind of briefly spoke about. In theory, last episode, but it did feel that way. It felt like
Into what chapter?
just this codeine drug.
Different content.
Yeah, I think the content thing is changing now.
Got it.
He had a lot of references, but a lot of I'm not going to use accountability at all, but just
He's growing up.
yeah.
He's growing up. That's what it is. Musically, he's growing up. He's trying to put himself in a different box. He partied. He went through his party phase. He went through his rock star phase, and I think now it's just, getting into real music, just real, soul music, and it just has to add some substance to it. Like the party shit is cool when you're a new artist and you breaking into the scene. Like it's cool to have fun and talk about the lifestyle and the lavish living and partying. But at some point, it's like your crowd is they looking back like, dog, that was 10 years ago. We passed that. Like niggas is buying properties now. Niggas has got families. You know what I mean? It's like we can't play that in the house with the kids, man. Like we ain't trying to hear that shit. But we love you. But we.
I mean, that's how an artist kind of keeps their longevity. You have to grow with your fan base,
right?
And that's why I'm curious to see how a lot of the Lils and that whole generation moves once their 16-year-old fan base goes to college, gets a job, starts a family. Like, what's your end goal here if you're making really microwave, dumbed down, idiot shit and spending all your money right now?
Right.
Yeah. So I was really happy to see the content shift to a degree with Future.
Jeez, take it easy, Roars.
And I like to listen to
I'm just being honest.
It's aggressive.
I like to
That was
listen to a lot of new shit. I like to listen to it like when I really just chilling, and I mean it just came out. But the 4 joints I listened to, I was impressed. Like he sounds good. The music, I mean, musically, Future's never gonna be too far off. Like his music is always gonna sound good. But just listening to what he was saying, the content, I'm like, okay, like I hear the difference. So I'm looking forward to getting into it and watching the documentary.
Do you guys think that Future gets enough credit?
I think Future as far as an artist or writer.
Both.
I think
his impact, like.
I think he gets his credit.
Oh no, he gets his credit.
Like when we
Impact.
talk about
does.
Drake and Cole and Kendrick, like no one really. Future
I think the
much
people that
further
are
down the list.
really into the trap world look at Future as God MC.
Yeah, he's the one.
Me, Future Hova.
Yeah.
Like
I guess
that's what I
maybe
think people
outside
look
of
at him as.
that genre or that subgenre. Do you think he gets enough credit?
I don't think he gets enough credit as a songwriter. No,
I
would
still
say
think
that.
he's looked at after Dirty Sprite 2. I think he was looked at as you're definitely top tier. The way Travis is making that transition right now,
Right.
I think Future did with Dirty Sprite 2. And he was like, all right, Future's now top tier.
Do you think that Travis is a bigger artist than Future right now?
How many?
Right
Oh,
now?
yeah,
hell
Parks.
yeah.
Parks.
Come on.
Parks.
right
Parks.
now, today, yes, absolutely.
We got a podcast. To do.
Yeah.
Savon, look up how many songs Travis Scott and Future have together.
And keep it to yourself.
Parks, why you ask this funny line of questioning here?
Well, I just feel like I said, when we bring up the Coles, Kendricks, we go to like Big Sean and I can't think of who else, but we go to a lot of other people before we get to Future. And maybe that's just our New York bias or something, but
No, I think that's our lyrical or more content-driven bias,
Right.
which isn't fair because what Future talks about is content.
Future's music.
He's talking about content. It's not maybe what we love.
He makes a very different mood music to me.
Yeah,
Like
that's
he
a good
makes,
point. There
he
you go.
makes
That's what I was trying to say.
he makes mood music over kind of party-ish beats, so much to the point where like the music is kind of territorial. Like I can only hear it in certain places.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it doesn't. There's no time in my house that outside of maybe 10 songs I'm gonna rush to throw on when I'm alone. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But in a club, like put me anywhere where I'm trying to get the attention of women, and when Future comes on,
it works.
man, I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm inside of my bag.
3 songs?
but it's funny you say mood music because I joke with Ice a lot.
3
that
songs together. Got
that
it.
I've always thought that Future has been crying for help over party beats for the past 10 years. Like, hey guys, which The Weeknd does too. I have a really bad addiction. I'm dying inside, but you guys continue to dance.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've grasped from it, which is genius. Again, with that word, genius in music to me. That you could get people to dance and react that way to your pain is nuts to me.
I'm gonna get a
Right.
list of what's not genius from y'all.
You.
Well, no, I know I'm at the top of that list, and that's not even true. Because at my funeral, y'all gonna call me a genius. That's what's gonna happen.
I got you.
I got you. No, I got you. Like it's the lookout.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
There's a
Fucking
lookout.
punk. What was we talking about?
Future content.
Future Vandross.
Yes. He has 3 records with Travis. Why did you ask that?
Park's line of question just made me want to know. I want to know where.
Well, they're both
I
on
want to
Epic.
know how
you have to
many.
keep that in mind too.
Are they really?
They're both on Epic, so they're gonna collab.
Right.
Just want to note that if you were getting to a point of their collaborations.
Well, I mean, I hate to ever say kind of what I really be thinking because it just starts trouble, and people say I'm old and bitter and grumpy, and I've never had success. So why am I talking about people?
Oh, this is right.
Yeah, but I should still be able to talk.
I want to see a lot of collab albums this year.
You said you want to see a
Artists.
lot, or
Yeah, like artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, please.
A lot of them didn't really work last year. I
I'm
feel
cool.
like.
I mean, not from, just randoms, but like from like the big dogs, the top tiers.
I mean, Future did one with Young Thug, and he did one with Juice WRLD.
Actually, that's
Neither
my,
of which were particularly
But
well received.
before y'all finish, because you cut me off more, I don't want to forget this question. That's my question that I have for y'all. Rory just spoke about Travis and Future being on the same label. So, of course, they got to work together. What do y'all think the energy is to Future from Epic? And do y'all feel like it's changed?
of course,
They're probably moving on.
of course. I don't
Y'all
think
just
that. I
said
don't
two
think.
very different things, and I want to hear from both. You said, of course, and Parks said they're probably moving on. And that's where I am, Parks.
Yeah, I think that they see the success of Travis, which is a similar. They're in the same subgenre, I would say, and they're probably focusing more attention there.
That's why I asked that
I'll
because
get to my point when you guys.
I think it's a detriment for some people to kind of be in the same space as Travis right this second.
Right.
Future maybe being one of those people, not from his fans, not from Future Hive, but from the label. I have never seen, and I've been saying this, I've never seen Future just everywhere. That's label induced. That's not Future saying, I want to go sit with 90 million people. That's label induced. And when the label is doing that, it means they're looking at something that's saying, get out there. Get out there. We need it. Now. Go.
Right.
So they've definitely looked at it because obviously his numbers have gone down from what they were at peak, which was Dirty Sprite 2. But Future is one of
And
the.
I don't know that. I haven't checked the numbers. I don't know his Future's numbers. But have
They're-
they?
they've gone down, not crazy.
Not
Like
considerably.
he's not like flopping or anything, but they've gone down from what he was at peak, as most artists do. Future is one of the youngest artists on Legacy. Legacy Records is in Sony Records, which means when you're on Legacy, you're generating a lot of income with your back catalog. He's going to be a priority no matter what because they want to drive his back catalog.
See, we can't
i.e.
say-
why he has to do all this because the more he's exposed, the more people click his old shit.
Rory,
So he's still a priority at Epic no matter what his numbers will be because Sony Legacy will make sure he is.
I don't know about all that you just said. And I'm not
You know I used to work there, right?
good. So now tell me all the details between the Future and the Rocko case. I mean, what's the case? Homeboy that sued him that he was signed to.
Rocko.
Yeah, Rocko.
Yeah, Rocko.
Now tell me all the details of that.
I wasn't there for that case, nor would, even if I was an employee there, would I be privy to that case.
It would be classified information. So
course.
I'm not really certain how you can say all that other shit you said without knowing the details to that. Because that's important the way I'm looking at it. That played an important part of when I saw the energy shift in the label. Whatever the findings was from that, things changed after
Well,
that.
I
I could
can-
be wrong because I don't have that information either. But yeah, it looks a little different.
I
And
can
when
assure you that his whole back catalog, Sony Legacy has a piece of. So no matter what happened with that Rocko case, Sony has, I know for a fact, because I worked the catalog.
Rory, I'm not
They have
arguing
it.
with you. I just don't see how your point plays a part in anything I'm saying.
Well, you're talking about how that split
They
with
could own
Rocko.
that and still shift energy. They could have that and still shift energy from him. I'm not arguing that they don't. I'm
Yeah, but
saying
now-
the energy is
That
shifted.
case was settled 2 years ago, though.
I know that, Maul. How? We don't know.
Well, yeah, well, as far as where the funds are coming from, yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't.
but
We don't know how much was paid.
Well, it said 10 million.
Do the math.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Sony
When that
pisses $10
came
million.
out, we didn't see no more.
Well, no, Rocko was seeking 10 million. We don't know. How much
Yeah,
he
but
got.
you heard what he was saying. He was saying you were signed to me, and outside of that 25%, you owe me 20% of everything. That's the claim. We can't ignore it.
So you're saying that if he's owed that much, that Sony will, or Epic will kind of get away from that just to not pay Rocko as much money?
I'm saying if, and I don't know because all that's classified shit. I'm saying The day that the label doesn't make as much as they think they're supposed to make from you, they move on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And when I'm looking at it, I'm not saying they've moved on. I'm saying they've started to.
And to that point, I understand what you're saying, but to throw someone, especially an artist that young, as a quote legacy artist, that means your back catalog is generating a certain amount of income, and it's much higher than everyone in the building. So whatever splits are with Rocko, whatever happened with that, they're focusing on that, and the best way to keep that catalog going up. And we look at R. Kelly. He was on a fucking screen, being proven that he was being a nasty old man. His catalog went up. So the more Future does all those interviews, the more Future puts out music, people just keep clicking his back catalog.
He also got dropped. You're proving my point.
No,
his music went up. Yes,
Joe,
it does. In
Joe,
my story.
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about exposure. R. Kelly was on a screen. What happened next? His back catalog went fucking crazy. I'm not even talking about Sony there. I'm just saying his back catalog got clicks because people were looking at the shit. Something happened. The same thing is happening with Future. If he puts out a new album, you get a little bit of hype around Future. You see him back on the screen. Oh, I think I'll go listen to Hendrix today.
Right.
I just saw Future. Oh, that reminded me. I love Dirty Sprite too.
What that has to do with what I'm saying? Because that's just the part I don't understand.
I don't get your question. What's your
I
question?
don't. Yeah, well, I don't understand what you're.
I never had a question. I was saying this is how I see it, and
That's how I see it too, though.
Rory said that can't be happening because of this, and all I've been saying is, what does that have to do?
Well, you're saying
that can
you're saying
exist,
the label,
and this can happen.
No, Joe,
they can move on from him and own all that shit that Rory is saying, and make a lot of money, and want him to put out a product, and still move on. That's my point.
No, you were saying that when the label realizes they're not going to make as much money as they thought, they will move on. And I'm telling you, if they're putting him in a legacy category, that means he is making that money.
Why do you keep telling me that they're putting him in a legacy category?
Because you have to be at a certain dollar to get in that category.
You have to be generating a certain amount of money to.
Do y'all think that labels don't move on from legacy acts? I don't understand. Rory
No, there's
keeps
a whole
saying
floor dedicated to it.
Rory keeps saying what he's saying to counter what I'm saying. And what I keep saying is that can exist and what I'm saying can exist.
Yeah.
Rebut it.
I don't disagree with that.
The end.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you could definitely move on for someone because they're not currently generating.
Yeah.
And still want to keep their back
Especially
catalog.
if you are in on their back catalog. Like, I don't.
No, what I'm saying with streaming, that's changed. The focus is a bit more than people used to buy the CD. You own Dirty Sprite 2 now because I bought
agree
the
with that.
CD.
I think streaming
it's
changes
different
a lot.
now with streaming with the legacy shit because people click it every fucking day. They don't
Yeah.
have the CD to
Your
put.
old
They
shit.
paid $10 and they put it in their CD player. They never have to buy it again.
Yeah.
It's different,
It's different
now.
now, yeah.
He's a
Wait,
focus
tell
at
me why
Epic now.
Tell me why it's different now.
Because before, when you would buy a $10 CD, if you bought one in '98, like in order to
And
hear
if
that
CD
music,
stayed.
you have to that you bought it one time.
Yeah, you get the
now
vibe,
with
then you wanna
streaming,
go back.
if I want to hear some of your old shit, I have to.
So he's just
stream it. I
focused.
have to click on it.
His new
So it's
catalog.
kind of like it's still streaming. It's like I'm still going to your old shit, so that counts as streaming now from your older projects.
Right.
So now, if you're not hot at this point in your career and you were hot last decade, people still want to listen to your old shit. They're going to stream that.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I disagreed last week when Justice said this too, and I'm disagreeing when y'all say it. The label can fucking make all of the money. The label can own all your back shit, see your old shit, getting all the streams in the world, and move on. Justice said last week that he thinks that all the new artists could stop and the music business could go on off old catalog. I think he's incorrect in that. I disagree with both of y'all. That was my end.
Oh, all right. Well, to Justice's point, and I stayed out of that because there was too many people talking at one time. Justice was saying if they have to reach a certain number every year, Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey, all these people, Bruce Springsteen, they will make sure the label hits they are not in the red every year.
Right.
You guys were kind of arguing two different things. Is music going to get pushed forward? Are the labels going to suffer? Fuck yeah. But are they going to meet their monthly nut every month with back catalog? Probably.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not.
I mean, they okay. Well, here's the thing: they have the money.
In stream A.
They
No,
have
I
the
prove
money to
y'all
protest
wrong.
longer, though.
No, I prove y'all wrong because I love all that old music. I love all that old music. Go try to stream some of it.
Quality sound.
Most of it you can't
Yeah,
find.
some
Most
find,
of
yeah.
it is not.
Not most. Not most.
Most.
Well, Joe, you
Fam,
have to think,
I'm talking about
the
I'm
biggest
talking about Dr.
consumers.
Buzzard. Like I'm talking about band music.
Right.
Bands.
Yeah.
That what
Yeah,
it was back then.
but-
a lot of that stuff is not there. It's true.
Okay,
I can
can I
call my
counter
dad
quickly?
right now who tries to find it. All of that shit. I'm not talking about just Kool and the Gang.
Right.
So a lot of it may not have been converted.
Can I quickly counter there? That's for music connoisseur shit. Sergeant Pepper is what is bringing that money in every time. Like the other shit that you're saying, yeah, it's not there. You are correct. But average consumers drive the money into labels, not the people that love music like us. We don't drive the money. The people that want to listen to Sergeant Pepper, Thriller, like those are the people that are making sure the lights are on at labels all the time. They don't give a fuck about music connoisseurs. They care about the people that drive to work every day.
Yeah.
I know, we're
So
kinda-
while those
I
things
agree.
aren't there on streaming, they can survive off Sergeant Pepper and Thriller.
And not only that, if
Well,
they
you
have
just contradicted his fucking whole point. You just agreed with me but argued against me.
That I'm saying they don't need to have when you can't find shit on streaming. That's the shit you can't
You just
find.
said
Isn't
the
gonna,
audience is the everyday drive to work people. They don't want to hear the fucking shit, the Sergeant Pepper, the other shit. But
No,
if
no,
the
they
other shit
do.
is there, then that's what they're going to go to.
No,
and
no,
they're
I'm
gonna
saying that's
survive
what they
off
want to
that.
hear. They want to hear the biggest albums ever that are already on streaming. They're not
The
searching for
music
some shit.
business will die without new music. I mean, we could chop that up however you
no,
want.
no. I mean, of course, after a while, but
That's why I think
the
you
thing
guys were
is,
arguing
they have
different
enough
things.
money. They have enough money already to where if artists decide they're going to protest right now and not make no new music, the labels have money to stand there and not blink longer than artists will
And
blink.
they will figure out how to repackage Sgt. Pepper 16 more
Exactly.
times.
Yeah, like they have more money to stand there and be like, okay, who blinks first?
You niggas is pussy. If you asking me, for it to be all the creators and their ideas versus all the labels and their money in that standoff, I'm rolling with the creators.
No,
Okay,
That's me. I know
this is where-
everybody's not
this
built
is
to
where
think
you're
like
arguing
that.
two different things.
Yeah.
We
Y'all
all
just told
agree
me
with
it
you
was
right
the-
there.
Yeah,
No,
that there.
the
we're on
labels
the
will
side of the creators.
they'll be in the green every month with that other shit. That's what we're saying. These are two totally different arguments. Yes, the music industry will die without new music, of course.
Absolutely.
And creatives versus labels, I'm taking creatives all fucking day. That's not my point. My point is they'll make less money, but they'll be in the green.
Yeah, then
They'll
they're
be
not
in the
gonna-
green
they're not
off
gonna-
that-
Okay,
off that
I
regular
guess
shit.
This is where we're running in circles. Then what?
Oh, nothing. The music industry dies, but it's still a business. It's still a business,
and
Joe.
they still
It's still
cash
a
out with
business,
more
Joe.
money than the artists.
It's
at the
still
end
a
of the day.
business, Joe. It's still moving.
You know, man, certain songs act as pictures, and we take mental photographs, and it's embedded in our muscle memory forever. And wow, man, like Maul just shared a moment with me, and I feel closer to him. Like I had never heard that Ariana Grande song.
Say your last name again.
Grande. What's it called, Maul?
Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Next, I had never heard it, and we're gonna get back to talking about Future. But Maul just said like that song helped him through a tumultuous time in his life when
That helped you?
somebody left him when he wasn't quite ready for them to go, and that song hit a chord in his soul.
It hit a chord. Didn't hit a chord.
So when he said
chord
that,
was it?
I was like, shit, well, play that shit, nigga.
Play that shit.
let me hear it. Then I heard it, and
Beautiful record.
This is a good song.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had such an affinity.
Well,
I don't have an affinity, Joe.
You have a lot of affinities.
I don't have an infinity.
that can tie back to
Maul
Future.
would buy an infinity right now.
Q45.
Maul would not
Infinite.
buy an Infinity.
Yes,
right
he would.
now.
Right this second, he would. Look at his dress. You don't think he'll buy infinity? Let's profile him.
But what about me says I would buy
What
infinity?
luxury
Let's
cars will Maul
profile.
buy?
We should play that game. Let's profile each other. I did that one day
I
with
profile
Savon.
you
Remember
all
that, Savon?
Joe, I
Did I
just,
tell him about that?
I just really think this is something me and Park should stay out of, and maybe like you and Maul can just play this game.
Stay in the safe zone, Rory.
Like maybe just you two could like me and Parks will laugh.
We can profile each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
We
and
can
Parks
white
profile each
Oh,
profile.
other.
that'd be a fun white game.
White game.
White game.
All right, back to Future.
Well, no, I think that's a good tie-in because all the women,
Tie it in, Rory.
all the women did the yeses, the yes sis, Yes, bitch. All that shit when Ariana Grande came out, started talking about all her exes, named all of them by name, said, thank you, next, fuck out of here, I'm better without you. And then Future brings up his ex one motherfucking time, and it's a problem.
No, but Ariana wasn't saying I'm better without you. That's why.
Said, yes, she did. Thank y'all. I'm way better now.
No, but she says what she took from each relationship.
I was just trying to make a joke and
that
support
little girl
men.
is hot.
What?
Little girl's hot in the ass.
Ariana? She's not a little girl.
She needs to sit down.
She's how old is Ariana?
She kind of does look like a little girl though.
Because she's slim.
No, just in the face.
Nah, she
You
definitely
nasty.
does.
She's slim. So she's like a little girl.
I feel like she
ponytail, it's a face.
I think she definitely tries to
disgusting.
How?
Because she's slim. She's petite.
Yeah, well, I don't see why you're
Nah, I seen it in the face and the ponytail in the face.
I think
How
she
old is
definitely
she?
tries to
Don't
look
say
younger
petite to
than she
me.
Yeah,
is.
she's 25.
You petite.
No, it's not her
Not a
body.
girl. That's not a little girl. You're 25 years old.
Yo, what's up with you and this girl? We just making more. We're joking.
No, I know that, but you said
But why are you trying to relax?
no. But you said little girl. I'm like, she's not a
We're
little girl.
kidding around, Maul.
No, I know.
Like, don't
She
you ain't
is
got to
small.
defend Shorty though.
She's not a little girl though.
Can each of you tell me about the time you had to defend your girl's honor against like your dude or somebody? Like
Against our dude?
Somebody, I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean defend her honor? Like what happened?
I don't know. I'm asking y'all.
Defend her honor.
Not
Not
Like Maul was
homies?
just defending Ariana Grande's honor to me,
Because I said she's not a
which is
little
weird.
Grande.
But
I said she's not a little
they're
girl.
gonna fight me over Ariana.
She's
You a mutt.
a grown woman.
You a
So-
mutt though.
How?
Don't fight me over her.
Oh my god.
That would break
What are you
this
talking about?
podcast
You
up.
got it.
What did I do? I
got
just said
it,
she was a little
Ariana
girl.
broke up this podcast.
All right, nobody wants to share. See, I'm gonna bring somebody else in next week.
Oh my god.
No, nobody wants to share.
No, we-
All
no,
right,
we do wanna share.
Cousin Vinny will be here next
Oh,
week.
God.
Let you know how he feels about the state of things.
God, cousin Vinny.
All right, fine. Back to Future. Let me read this article, man. I'm gonna profile Future.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
I just really, I mean, oh man, I don't even know where to begin.
Right there, the article.
This article says blah 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 blah.
It's a complex article, then.
Blah blah. Okay, Future claims Ciara introduced his kid to Wilson before he allowed Wilson and Future to meet. When asked what he thought about Ciara's husband, Future claimed Wilson was being controlled. He do exactly what she tell him to. That's what he said.
Okay. So
He do exactly what she tell him to do.
That's how it kind of. That's how
That's-
it kind of goes.
Future Vandross.
They are married.
I was about to say.
I know you don't know how this respect women thing goes, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You just listen to them.
All right, hold on. Let's not get too crazy here.
Oh, God. Justice will be back next week. Go ahead. Say something stupid.
Doing whatever your girl says is not the definition of respecting women. Fuck out of here. This is still a male-driven podcast. I'm not letting y'all get that off. You can respect women and still have an opinion.
That's how you can tell Rory love his girl. You hear this nigga? Going against other girls.
Yeah, go ahead, Rory.
Why your girl hate for you to go against her with other girls?
You definitely can't.
Hold your girl down.
Yo, your
Rory.
girl ever thought you was
I don't know
comparing?
how this flipped into me holding Sam down.
Your girl ever thought you was comparing her to somebody?
Yes.
For sure.
Oh man! Now talk about Nightmare on Elm Street.
The house is in the muck after that. No food, no dishes will be washed, nothing.
No comment.
Get you a
You know Cosmic Joe?
dishwasher. Yeah, I just seen you mopping on VH1. I love you, bro. I'm happy.
Joe was
to see you in the
wait.
house.
Joe was mopping on VH1.
Hell yeah.
That's his role this season. You
Oh,
seen it?
he's the cleaning lady of VH1.
comes-
She's
Joe.
Mona's cleaning lady.
West Side Mall.
Joe, wait a
Found
minute.
some.
You're mopping on VH1.
Thank you.
The footage
Next.
is out there.
Why they got Joe mopping on VH1?
I mop.
But why do they have you mopping on
Because I
VH1?
want to show.
Mopping.
Listen, my girl wanted to do the show, man. Why y'all keep? I don't like that y'all could joke on me about something that like it wasn't really.
But you know
my
why
idea.
Joe is such a weird dude though? Because he would agree to just mopping on VH1.
Yeah, let's go with it.
What flow dirty?
He is the producer of the show.
No, I can see Mona like, all right, so how you see this scene? All
Can-
right,
can
I'm
we-
going to be in a wife beater.
Did you
and I'm gonna
produce
get a
yourself
mop.
mopping?
Y'all think Future's trying to meet?
How many takes did you do to do the mop? Like,
Oh, y'all think
Which-
this is
which
like
rhythm
really
did you-
compelling content?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
you
y'all are,
mopping
y'all are
VH1.
producing right now.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't want to read all of this, so I'm not. Future claims Ciara introduced his kid to Wilson before he allowed Wilson and Future to meet. When asked what he thought about Ciara's husband, Future claimed Wilson was being controlled. Quote, he do exactly what she tell him to do. End quote. Future said Wilson should be a man and forbid Ciara from even mentioning his name in public. Quote, he not being a man in that position, he said. He's not telling her, chill out with that on the internet. Don't even talk to him. I'm your husband. You better not even bring Future's name up. If that were me, she couldn't even bring his name up. She know that. She couldn't even bring her ex's name up. I don't care what they gave you. Don't give that shit no energy. Future went on to criticize talk show host Wendy Williams. He says, man, the Wendy Williams situation, the only thing I was mad about her putting my kid's mother up that don't want to be in the limelight, he said. They're not entertainers. The only time people know them is from me. If you see them responding, it's because they want to respond. You can put her up. You can put them up, but don't put the ones who ain't respond. My thing with this is, and this is common in many entertainers, they only see the world the way they see it. They never see things from the other point of view, a different perspective, a very selfless perspective. Why does he keep telling us what he think everybody else, how everybody else should be behaving?
Well, like you said,
He's telling me how Wendy Williams should be behaving. He's telling me how Ciara should be behaving. He's telling me how Russell should be behaving.
and all of it is to benefit him.
Right.
That's the part that I'm just a little confused. Future also addressed his $10 million legal battle with ex-producer and friend Rocko, who sued the rapper for alleged breach of contract. Rocko claimed he had signed Future to A1 Records back in 2011 on the condition that Future would release his first 6 albums through the label. Let me speak to that. A lot of artists sign bullshit deals at first when you don't know how you'll make it.
For sure.
Without reading, we can't afford a proper lawyer.
Everyone gets fucked once in the music business.
Yeah, you kind of got to get fucked. So this is common. First 6 albums through the label, that didn't happen. The rapper went on to ink a deal with Epic Records and reportedly received millions of dollars in advances. Rocko claimed he was entitled to 25% of those advances as well as 20% of Future's earnings from touring and endorsements. Let me stop there. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. And normally when you settle, that person's right.
Yeah, that's usually how I go.
Yeah.
And if they settled, the label relinquishes some of their earnings to Rocko. You have to by law. I know this because I was in a publishing agreement with some people that we signed, and then it shouldn't have been that way. And then by law, the publisher had to still abide by that, even if they never spoke to the other parties. Mm-hmm. So whatever happened here, someone is responsible for doling out the money how it should be, is what I'm saying. So I don't kind of need to know what happened. They settled it.
Yeah.
That means 3 parties had to settle. Future, Rocko, and Epic as a collective. All of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing against what Rory was saying. I'm saying once that happens, a lot of things changed. The Nicki tour got canceled.
No, that was before. That was well before this, wasn't it?
No. This was ages ago.
Yeah, that's what I
This
thought.
was ages ago.
Yeah.
The Nicki tour got canceled this summer, pushed back to next summer.
Right.
What I'm saying
What
is
does
we
that fall
just
in Future?
I'm not saying it's on Future. I'm just saying the Future touring has been canceled for whatever reason.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not putting it on Future.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
mean,
canceled.
He's always been an opening, and I don't want to call him opening act because that sounds disrespectful. But he's always like he opened for the
Co-headliner.
Drake.
He went out-
co-headliner. He's always
listen.
had to have somebody with him
But slow
because
down.
he's wanted to do arenas. He
But
could do
when he was the
theaters by himself,
the
for sure.
A1 act at Epic, we didn't perceive it that way. When
That's
he
true.
went on tour
Very
with
true.
Drake, we didn't perceive it as he was the opener. The Future Hive was arguing with the Drake Hive.
I remember.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
When he put them the projects that he put out then, we saw what Epic was doing with them. That's what I'm saying. None of this is an indictment on Future. I'm saying think he's in the same standing, and it may not be his fault.
Right.
The music still sounds great. The fans say the album sounds great. I haven't heard it yet. I've only heard like a couple songs like Mall.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I liked it. I'm not the biggest Future fan in the world.
I
but
like the
enjoyed
Future record that I didn't think was working. Crush Diamonds, whatever the fuck the name of the shit is. I like that.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to the Future album later, but Future seems a little disillusioned. Rocko claimed he was entitled to 25%, the two ultimately settled the suit out of court in 2017. The details of said settlement remain unclear. However, it's reported that Future paid Rocko 7 figures. Reported. Future then quotes, "You don't sue nobody where we come from. The honor that we have on our name, where we come from, you shouldn't ever sue no one. But you shouldn't sue your brother," Future said. He gotta apologize. Future also expressed his feelings toward another oh, that was me later. He gotta apologize. He says that about Rocko. Still, at paragraph 8, he telling us how somebody else should behave.
Yeah.
But what is...
And
But slow down. I just want to really... But slow down. I want to really paint this level of self-centeredness and arrogance. Rocko states, and you agree because you settled, that I have a contract that says you owe me X amount of dollars, put that to the side, you also owe me X amount of percent of X. You don't dictate the rules there. You don't get to say how that man should go about receiving his earnings after you then sign with Epic and then fucking go on to sell X amount of records. You don't get to say, hey, we from the same hood, you don't sue. No, we from the same hood, pay me my shit.
Not only that, but we from the same hood, so why would you do dirty business?
That's where I think he's contradicting himself. You supposed to be my brother and you're not paying me my money. The only way I can get it now is through the legal system.
Well, that's why I tried
and it's not to put you in jail. I just want my money.
Right.
I tried to stay quiet. Well, no. I was staying quiet when y'all were talking about the maturation of Future, but then y'all ended it with Musically, and that may be true. But in real life, we ain't seen no maturation from Future.
I'm not even sure that his music has matured that much. It's just still consistently good, in my opinion.
I agree.
I mean, I don't think it was.
It is
I would like to
consistently
see
good.
some growth out of him. I think that's where he takes the next step is,
Yeah, I think this was the ending
stepping outside
chapter
his
of
box.
the immature music.
maybe. We'll see.
I mean, I still
I
think you'll
don't-
have that trap shit, and I don't think trap is immature. I'm just talking about the content.
Right.
He went on to tell another story in another article about how somebody he was working with told him that he inspired them to do lean.
That sucks.
And I can find the article, but it was some rapper that he was working with who inspired him, and he said, "Damn, I never looked at it like that. Never realized I inspired so many 6th graders to do lean." Like,
What you thought?
how the way that my brain interprets the man that inspires an entire generation to do something and then isn't man enough to tell that same generation that he no longer does it.
That's heavy.
The way that I interpret that kind of man, that's not a man. Why do I want to talk to Future? Why would I want to interview Future? I don't respect you as a man, nigga. I just like your tunes. It's a lot of that going on. A lot of you niggas make great tunes and y'all trash. Y'all are trash humans. I ain't got to sit and talk to you. So now all of a sudden Future don't fuck with Joe Budden and my bitch is bad because Future wanted to do an interview on the Joe Budden podcast and Joe Budden didn't want to do it. What other reason could Future not like Joe Budden? I don't talk about Future. But hey, guess what? He can have his reasons. In the great words of a great man. Nigga, so what?
Who said that?
So what?
Jay-Z.
So what? Great 2 words. Hey, Future. So what? When I first read that, I was going to respond like arrogantly because like I have ego.
We all do.
But then the more I read it, it's like, so? I love your music, nigga. I bought your album in my phone. I'm going to listen to it. I don't give a fuck you don't like me. You think I'm here to be liked? Who think Joe's here to be liked? Honestly. By Future?
Future? Future? Future?
Future.
Nah, I fuck with Future though. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's,
That's funny.
you
Future
like,
can't talk
you can like
to me,
somebody's
man.
art. You can like somebody's art, but not
Future,
like the
I don't give a
artist.
fuck. You don't like me, nigga. I like you, nigga. Now what? Fuck is you about to do about it? The fuck?
Good music.
I'm tired of these niggas. What they don't like. Who care what you don't like? Who are you? The fuck is his name? Octavius? What's his name? Look, Savon, tell me his name.
Future?
I have to know if it's Octavius. Wait, what? Nadaviusss?
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't fuck with you, bro. I don't fuck with you. You be talking too much shit about me on Twitter, bro.
Nadaviusss?
And I'm gonna let you Yeah, you bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna let you know. And I'm just being real, bro. Like I just already feel like you against me.
Nadaviusss. Well, fuck what Nadaviusss doesn't like. What else are we talking about?
You and Russ can gang up.
I don't even know it, and I don't need to gang up with a nigga. I don't need help.
Joe and Russ gang
I don't need
gang.
help. I don't need help to fucking not like somebody. Well, not even that, like, because I like Future. I don't need help when somebody don't like me. I love when niggas don't like me.
Good.
That was kind of like, man, I didn't know where that came from.
It was left field, and it's,
I mean, I do know where it came
It
from.
seemed out of character for him because I don't really hear too many interviews where he just talking about niggas.
Yeah.
No, never.
But he seemed pretty comfortable with this particular person, so that's how he gave it up.
Maybe more to be said there, but we shall see.
Nadaviusss.
Nadaviusss.
Weird,
Future.
weird name. Head,
Future?
weird name. Head ass niggas.
Future?
Fucking weird name rapper ass niggas. Don't like Joe.
Yeah, you've beef with Quavius,
Mad Easus.
Nadaviusss.
Bunch of fucking weirdos.
Offsetius.
Bunch of weirdo niggas. Fucking sit down, nigga. Some oatmeal.
How you tell a nigga to eat oatmeal?
Hey, go get some oatmeal, nigga.
What you
Fucking
talking about?
Relax, man.
Eat some oatmeal.
Yeah, get hearty.
Eat some oatmeal.
What else are we fucking talking? Y'all got some more Future jokes? I'm down. I'm down. I'm down for the joke.
Nah,
What's up?
you handled that kind of. I wasn't expecting you to handle that so maturely.
Oh, that was mature?
You're the more mature.
Was it mature?
Yeah. Not
Oh.
just the part where you said he ain't gotta like you, you like him. That was mature.
Yeah, I'm not from that. Well, I used to be, but I'm not with you don't like me, so now I have to fucking muster up the energy to match you not liking me and not like you. No, I don't even know you, nigga. This age of
And
niggas,
that be the deeper part
this
of all of
age
it.
of
Niggas
niggas
don't really know
not
each other.
liking
Right.
people that don't know people. I don't know you. I ain't trying to meet you. I ain't at a meet and greet, nigga.
Which is crazy because you guys
You
could
think I'm at a
definitely-
Nadaviusss meet and greet?
you guys could definitely swap like fedoras and hats and shit too. Like you guys
That's
could really
true.
have a friendship. That's
true.
the sad part about this whole
There
thing.
is some connection there.
I'm
Like,
trying to
y'all
have a
both wear this-
Nadaviusss friendship.
Y'all have the same hats.
it's Nadaviusss.
What I'm gonna do? Call a nigga and say, "Yo, Nadaviusss."
Yeah, let me get your hat.
This nigga-
like
No.
a swap.
It's
What's,
Yo, you know how like
what's good, Nadaviusss?
You know how, like, Odell
Yo, what you about to
swaps?
do, Nadaviusss?
It's Nadaviusss.
Whatever it is, that. Yo, what you about to do, Nadaviusss? No, nigga, the fuck is you?
you know how like Odell
Nigga,
changes his
let me
jerseys. You
call
should do that with Future's
No, I'm
hats.
gonna call you something normal, nigga. Craig.
You just gonna give a nigga a whole new name.
Nadaviusss.
That's his name.
Nadaviusss got the nerve to not like nobody. Nigga, if you don't just go to the fucking city hall, change that bullshit.
Go to
So much for the mature thing, boy.
Yeah.
Nadaviusss.
And we're back.
But who the fuck's supposed to give a fuck that he
Ladies
don't
and
like?
gentlemen,
Nigga,
Joe
what?
Budden.
I'll tell you, what else you don't like, Nadaviusss?
And we're back.
Give me a list. All right, where were we? Nadaviusss.
Anyways,
I don't like anchovies. What the fuck is you? What are we making announcements about the shit we don't like?
Anchovies. Nobody really.
I don't like when the Uber
anchovies.
Eats dude recognize me.
did the ninja
You want me to
shit
start
trash.
just going by the fucking list of things I don't like? Why Nadaviusss think his list is fucking so elite?
Yeah.
Anyway, Rory,
uh,
give us a fucking Duce update or some shit.
did the Ninja Turtles kill anchovies? Like, was it over for anchovies after the Ninja
I think it's
Turtles?
been over for him.
It's been a fam. I don't know one person that has ever ate anchovies.
I didn't know what an
Anchovies. Who
anchovy
the fuck
was
eats
until
anchovies?
the Ninja Turtles.
Anchovies. Get the fuck out of here with an anchovy.
White people.
Where are anchovies farmed?
White people put some wild shit on pizza.
People put anything on pizza. And I've literally, they will put anything on a
Anything,
pizza.
Once they put fruits on pizza,
But then they try
all the
to
rules are
introduce it like it's swag.
Yeah.
At the function.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want the anchovy and pineapple chicken?
I was just about to say.
No.
Got the pineapple pizza. Get
No.
the fuck out of here.
I see some salad
Yeah.
pizza.
Where's the fuck?
Put like a Caesar salad on
Fam,
a pizza.
I was in
It's fucking
LA
nasty.
and they had the avocado chicken pizza. I almost
Good.
tossed that shit at the door.
Avocado on pizza?
Yeah.
LA gonna have a smoothie pizza one of these days.
The whole pizza in a blender?
Yes.
I drink it.
Yeah, healthy shit.
Gluten-free
protein shake.
pizza.
Gluten-free pizza shake.
Yup. We didn't talk about the 10-year challenge last week, and I had a lot of jokes about it, but I think I forgot them.
The 10-year challenge was hilarious. Because I maybe seen 3 bartenders put up the challenge.
Well, I mean, a lot of them
All of a sudden-
can't do the challenge.
No, they can do it. They can absolutely do it.
They can do it.
Yeah, they can do it.
Okay,
They
let me
had cameras back
rephrase.
then.
Hey, and the fucked up
It would
part is
affect
when
their business if they did.
Well, the fucked up part is when the other girls do it for them.
Oh shit!
Like when another girl, this how that bitch used to look.
Like, yo, remember when we went here? Like, no, she didn't want to remember when y'all
10
went
years
there.
in the game together. No, don't
How
tell them that we've been
convenient
friends
is
for
that?
10 years.
Wow.
But you know what's crazy? This is what I don't understand about that, though.
Why?
Why do some women still hide the fact that they had work done, though? I don't understand.
I
thought that
appreciate
was
the
over
ones
with.
that are like, "Yo, this is my doctor."
Yeah, like I thought that was over with. Like I thought girls were comfortable just letting them. Like,
And,
yeah,
and
it's not
don't
taboo
don't
anymore.
insult
It's not-
all of
yeah,
our
it's like-
intelligence to
Word.
think that we think that that's what you really look like.
Yeah, because you ain't even got a belly button. So I'm trying to see what's going on. Like how that's your natural sauce.
yeah, but I just don't understand why they hide it anymore. That's stupid to me. Like we know it's okay.
Like we've seen you post the cross-eyed nipples.
yeah,
Like your nipples are one day going left and one is going also left, and then some days they both in.
Them shit's cool sometimes.
what the lopsided nipple?
The guest nipples. Like guest jeans.
I got it. I know what you meant the first time. You didn't have to put the jeans reference in there. I got it.
You like
no, I don't.
you like
Don't
the
tell me I
guest
like
nipples.
guest nipples, nigga. You like guest
You ain't never
nipples.
seen chick nipples and was surprised? There's some shit.
Yeah, but I didn't like it. I was kind of like, I was thrown off after that. Like, which one do I lick first? I didn't know. Yeah, like honestly, it's like they lopsided. Which one do you go after first?
I understand what you meant.
Okay.
Which one did you go after first?
I
Well,
mean,
I'm righty,
that
so-
kind of is the surprise.
You're right or her right?
Of like first getting down with the chick to see like what her nipples look like.
Oh wait, this is funny. I got a question.
Like,
for
have you
y'all.
ever like thought in your head already, like, all right, I'm gonna guess.
are small
I'm gonna guess
darks,
what
and
type
then you
of
get the-
nipple she has,
I do that all the time.
and then when y'all finally get down, it's like, all right, let's see if my prediction was right.
Yeah.
So you objectify?
No, that's
Is that
just
objective?
curiosity.
That's what that is.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
No.
Listen, I don't know what's
You
what
just said you're
anymore,
imagining
man.
her nipples.
It's not objective. I'm
think
also
it's
listening to her personality that I love.
Oh man. should we keep this?
Oh man.
Should we keep
Oh
all this
man.
We're highlighting personalities.
Nigga Joe said,
Yeah.
"Oh man."
Zion been wilding out there.
Definitely a top 2 pick.
Zion been
God
wildin'.
damn it. What were we talking about before? I don't know how nipples came in.
10-year challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. 10-year challenge right into the nipples. Well, we were talking about getting work done and girls not wanting.
Did any of you guys participate in the 10-year challenge?
No,
Nah.
I've never participated in a challenge online.
Never that.
Never.
Okay.
I've never done that.
Well, no, there's a whole
Who
page
started? Yo,
dedicated
is
to
there
Joe's
any way
10-year
we can
challenge.
find out who started it? Like, who was the first person
What
to?
type of loser I'm gonna start showing y'all when I was 29?
No, and not only that, it's already on your page somewhere.
That is some loser
Don't
shit.
try to slide in your industry age as if you're 39.
The funny, I'm not there. I'm 38. I'm not
You're
even
in your
39.
industry age.
But I want to know who was the first person that started that. How do we find that out?
Go to the,
Oh, I
the
read it
beginning
because
of.
they're trying to
guest
scan
nipples?
all our faces for facial recognition.
No, Joe. Who was the first person?
It
to
was
start the
definitely
10-year
Brandon.
challenge?
Brandon definitely started that.
No, it's probably the
How do,
tropes.
how do these things start? Like we don't
Trumps,
ever
the Trumps
question.
traveling.
They went 10 years back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, y'all don't ever think about like who? How did that challenge start? Like who started that?
It
shit?
was what's them niggas name?
Edgar
Fuck
Trump.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, fuck Jerry. Probably was fuck Jerry.
Fuck Jerry.
It wasn't no fuck. Jerry.
always
Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. It was fuck
They're
Jerry.
marketing.
Yo,
some
so
shit.
did everybody see both docs?
I saw both now.
On
I've
what,
still
on
only
Fire-
seen
uh,
Netflix.
The Fire one? Nah, I only seen the Netflix.
Okay.
I don't have Hulu.
Well, you guys have Parks and Joe have seen both. Which
Yeah.
one would you suggest was better?
They were both strong in different areas. I feel like I felt like the Hulu one was a little sillier to me, or like tongue in cheek sillier, like dark humor.
Yeah, it was a little more tongue in cheek. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
Netflix is more.
I like
But
the
it was
I like the
probably better
Netflix
done.
one better.
Netflix was probably better done.
I like the Netflix one better.
So I don't need to see the Hulu one.
They both have different information.
I want to check out the Hulu one.
The Hulu one was real good. I enjoyed the Netflix one because they had all the footage.
Yeah, they had
had-
like them acting like assholes on the beach with
Yeah.
Emily
The build-up
Ratajkowski
was
and-
great.
They had a lot more footage to match the story that they were telling. Hulu, they just did a great job telling the story.
Yeah, and they had the main dude, Billy or whatever.
Yeah.
they had him. On it.
They pressed him. They got into the Magnesis shit a little more on the Hulu joint.
Yeah.
They got into Billy's mentor, who was also a fraud that died, a little more on the Hulu joint. I didn't hear his name in the
Question.
Netflix one.
How does this work with that? With a like they don't sign exclusive documentary rights to like a Netflix or a Hulu. Like they can do a Netflix documentary and then still give Hulu the same documentary.
Well, no, because I don't think it's. I don't think Fire Festival or Fire Incorporated was affiliated with either of them. So
They
it's not-
weren't.
yeah, it's not like they had to.
You have to
What's
fight
his
for
name?
rights.
Billy had exclusive. That's why he was on Hulu and not on whatchamacallit, on Netflix. So yeah, each individual
Billy
person that
cut
was
it-
on
yeah.
it can cut a deal.
But they're not both.
But the
on the same-
actual-
they're not both on.
The content
Both.
is not exclusive to.
it's a documentary. It's
Yeah.
like anybody could do a Abe Lincoln
We could go do
documentary.
one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I just don't understand how it would work if we're talking about the same exact things on two different streaming services.
Yeah, see who's nicer.
Yeah, that's what's happening on the DSPs, the RS,
So that
the RDSPs,
that's gonna change soon though.
the rival.
That's gonna change soon.
What do you say?
I can't see.
They're gonna be duking it out for some time.
Yeah, but soon I can't see Hulu or Netflix allowing people to shoot documentaries for each streaming platform, and just like soon they're gonna say, we need the exclusive rights to this story, to this documentary. We can't take this anywhere.
Well, yeah, but they probably did that with whoever wrote that treatment for that version of that documentary. But
And
then
that's
Hulu
why-
did the same shit.
So that's
And
what I
that's
asked
why-
you.
It's a different
Is it
documentary.
the same people on
Nah.
both documentaries?
No,
Oh, okay.
No.
Then yeah, then that okay.
it's the
then that's
same
different.
stories,
Okay.
different people.
Then that's different.
Right.
Okay, got you.
Let's stay on movies for a sec because I have a question I've been dying to ask everybody. Who asked for Coming America 2?
The same people that asked for Belly too.
And the same people that asked for Boomerang to be made into a series.
I didn't even know that
Boomerang
happened.
is a series.
Yes, it's a series that's about to air soon.
Oh,
With who?
Marcus. I don't know, nigga. What do you mean? I don't know. They're doing a series. But I don't. Coming to America, you know why? Honestly, I think a lot of these things are coming from like, and I hate to be this guy, but I think Black Twitter. Because I remember when Black Twitter was like, yo, they need to come to America. What happened? Did she move back to Queens? Did she stay in Africa? It was a whole thing that people were just asking. And I think that producers sit on the internet and they read these things and they say there's clearly some type of, audience that wants to pick up on this story. Let's produce it. Let's make the movie happen.
I'm just scared that people are going to start ruining their legacies because everyone is so content happy now, and it's a whole different climate. Like, I don't need another Friday. The Friday series is fine as
there's
is.
been a lot of Fridays.
I don't need another Friday.
Are they doing another Friday?
yeah.
That's been talks. Like, I just don't want people to ruin the legacy of so many great things because
Yeah, they
there's
be-
a bunch of bags out here now for
But
content.
Friday's legacy's been diluted for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
did like
they-
3 or 4 of them.
And
shits.
they keep
Three.
hyping up.
Next Friday was fire.
They keep
You can-
hyping
All of
up.
them were good.
They
Yeah.
keep hyping up the Zeus punch.
The hoo-ha?
The Zeus punch.
Who's Zeus?
Zeus.
Debo?
Like the God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Nobody is. Debo is. Debo, I think the last one, that was it for him. That was it. They beat his ass.
I really drove my mom crazy to take me to go see No Holds Barred. Now that I think about it,
You.
with Zeus,
Hulk Hogan? Hell yeah.
I really fell for that scam.
Yo, I tell you, we talk about this all the time.
No
It's
holds
movies
barred.
from
What
the
a
80s
scam.
and the 90s that you look at now, you be like, yo, what was
All of
I
those
thinking?
movies are bad. All of them are bad.
Yo, the 80s guys had some of the worst movies ever.
that's a fact.
The late 80s,
That's a fact.
some of the worst movies you're going to ever see in your life.
Word.
Even some of the good ones are bad.
Sorry, Rory. This is
Damn, Rory.
before your time, Rory.
Word.
Yeah, let's talk about 2000.
Let's talk about some festivals.
Yo,
about
Yams
Cognac.
Day was
It
crazy.
was crazy.
Yams Day.
Don't.
Why did you put your hardcore face on in the picture with?
So I've come to conclusion that I have resting bitch face. Look at all my other photos; they're not far from that one. So people, you can make
he
it
has
jokes.
the same.
I have the same face.
He has
that
the same face
is in
the
every photo
we took for Spotify.
Nah,
It's the same face.
this was a little more super thug.
It wasn't. Look at
Well, he was
look
in
at my whole
Barclays.
Instagram.
He was in Brooklyn.
That's what I'm saying.
You got- you gotta add a little-
But that's what I'm saying. Brooklyn Rory's face is different.
Guys, we're across the street from the Target. Let's relax.
Brooklyn Rory face got to get a little
There's
more
no
serious.
Brooklyn Rory.
Now he wants
Rory
to
is
say
not
Target.
from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So Brooklyn Rory say Target instead of Tarjay.
Yeah, you change it. Bro. You change every time you
Throw
cross
an
the
accent
Brooklyn
on it.
Bridge, B.
You a Tarjay ass nigga.
That's facts.
What else did I? All right, so nobody knows who asked for Coming to America Part 2.
Nope.
You might have.
No.
As long as they don't give us a Menace to Society too, I'm good.
You killed Eddie Murphy, so you're part responsible.
Don't do that because the Murphys still mad at it.
As they fucking should be.
But Joe killed Eddie Murphy from the strip club. That's the funniest shit about the entire. Nigga was in Sin City tweeting, "Don't ask me how. The legend Eddie is gone."
Glass of milk.
Don't ask
Bro, I
me
don't fuck
how.
with you, bro.
Nigga, what?
I don't fuck with you. You be
Legend is
talking
gone.
too much shit about me on Twitter, bro.
He is no longer with us. Hey, pass me that milk and that chocolate cake. I'm like, dog, how you kill Eddie from Sin City? Damn.
That is wild.
Y'all done, man.
I'm done. My bad, bro.
Did we get the backstory on that? How did you do that?
No, that was the thing that the internet, and I didn't know until that happened, honestly, but we looked into it. The internet at that time had probably killed Eddie Murphy like 5 times.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that was like, they just started it up again. And
Why is that a thing? Why is that a
No,
thing on
Joe-
the internet to
no.
kill Eddie Murphy?
Because Johnny Gill ran off with New Edition's name.
That's
you
what
gonna
it goes
blame
back
everything
to.
on that?
What are you trying to insinuate about Eddie
Everything
Murphy and
goes
Johnny
back
Gill?
to that. We need to get Johnny Gill on the phone one day.
Yeah, they killing Russell Simmons for being in Bali.
Why? Is that where Russ is at? Russ is sick, dude. Get off the grid, huh, Russ? Russ said, you know what? I'm off the grid. I don't even want internet. Take me to the point on the earth where you can't even access the internet. Russ,
I didn't know we still had that drop.
Russ out there hanging out, taking pictures in what looked like a spring break atmosphere.
Yeah.
So ass Russ.
chilling, off the grid.
Russ chill like a motherfucker, man. We shouldn't be laughing at this.
No, we should.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
At Russ being in Bali,
He's escaping.
he's not escaping anything, man. He's just chilling.
Bali is one of the only places that avoids U.S. extradition.
Oh, is that so?
Oh wow, that's interesting.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
That's why we can't.
Well, if
laugh.
that is true, then that is very interesting. That is very interesting if that's true. I don't know if it's true, but that's very interesting. I didn't know that. If that case, Russ is a wild nigga. If that's true, Russ is a wild nigga for that.
This isn't funny. Well, that saved it.
No, it was a mistake.
You was hacked.
Mental illness.
Mental.
Yeah, it's the new hacked.
What else is happening, man? John Gray got off easy. We ain't talking about John Gray
Is
because
the
Justice
pastor?
was here, but John Gray is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. I read into that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What John Gurr did. He bought a Lambo for his side piece.
No, he bought a Lambo after he got caught.
He got caught.
Yeah.
For the wife.
Then said it was an anniversary Lambo.
Did his wife want a Lambo?
She didn't ask for one.
Well, no, God,
She didn't.
God wanted him to get his wife a Lambo.
Oh, okay.
He spoke to God, and God said, "Yo,
She likes
yo, you
Lambo.
should probably go give that girl a Lambo before you ruin everything."
Lambo.
Cool,
Imagine me
Josh.
going to church on a bus.
What'd you say?
Imagine me going to church on a bus. Past the wife, pull up in the Lambo.
Do you guys think those pastors that make that type of money are full of shit?
I don't talk religion.
I don't talk religion either, but it's a business. It is. Religion is a business.
Oh, he's talking religion.
No, I'm just saying.
I was in Houston and drove by that Joel Osteen
You be in Houston
shit.
a lot.
That's
man.
my spot. I drove
my
past that
spot.
shit. That's where the Rockets used to play, and that motherfucker sells that out every Sunday
That's crazy.
in the name of Jesus and keeps all that money to his goddamn self.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But hey,
So what do you have to say about that, Rory? What do you think about it?
I think Joel Osteen is full of shit.
okay.
Rory.
I think all the people that profit like that as pastors that are not just making money to, the basic things for their life to live comfortably are completely full of shit.
So you don't believe in people preaching a good word?
Not
And getting paid
at
handsomely for it.
at the expense of people paying money that they don't have to continue your wealth. No, I don't. And I think a lot of these sermons be full of shit too.
For sure.
So
All right.
I'm
Is he
all-
allowed to say all this? I'm
Listen,
scared.
I'm all for people, praying and going.
I'm
to
all
church.
for people praying. Wait,
Yeah, no.
What are we doing?
No, I'm
There's
all-
just a stash.
No, I'm just saying I'm cool with people praying and going to church, but at some point it's like, all right, man, like
The Lambos too much.
yeah, it's like
what was
come
the
on,
pastor
man.
that said God told me I needed a private jet?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
he
Things
did.
like that is
And then
is-
said I'll be closer to God when I'm in the air.
All right, let me interject here. Let me
Like-
let me interject because I don't want to keep this on religion. But if you guys feel that way, I would love to hear how y'all feel about some of the other wages that America
I'll take-
says certain
quickly.
professions should be or shouldn't be paid.
I went
That's
to
what I
church.
said.
I went to church on Chancellor Ave in Newark, New Jersey. The pastor drove a fucking Benz, and I know for a fact half of them lived in Section 8 that went to that small church.
But y'all confusing me in your point. Pastors make money.
Correct.
Does anyone have an issue with that?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
But I'm only asking because I keep hearing y'all speak about pastors' income versus the congregation.
If you're living by that book and you're supposed to be living by that book more than the average person because you've been put in this place in the church, you're not following that book by having extremely way more money than everyone in your congregation who is now suffering financially and giving you money every single fucking week, and you have a Benz.
Who are you to say?
The book that they're preaching.
See why
Not
I don't-
me.
See why I don't talk religion?
no, it's
That's
it's-
exactly why I don't talk religion.
But my thing is, I just have a problem because everybody needs to make a living. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And if you do
Pastors
something
should make
that-
money. I'm not saying
I'm
they
not
shouldn't.
saying they shouldn't. But it just gets to a point where you just can see that they're just in it for the money.
Y'all have a problem with thievery.
Right.
Y'all don't really have a problem with pastors.
No,
I have a problem with people taking advantage of people, and on top of that, I have even more of a problem at you doing it at the expense of something that's supposed to be forgiving to people, more or less. Like, if you want to be a grimy businessman, you're in a grimy place. I still don't agree with that, but it is what it is. You're taking the most sacred book to people's lives, no matter what religion it is, and now you're profiting off that?
Rory, what are you going to do if Joel Osteen's a Kappa?
Joel Osteen is not.
just that fast, you're at odds with
No,
yourself.
that's not true. There's plenty of Kappas I don't fuck with, and plenty of Kappas I think are full of shit and pieces of shit.
All right. Take that,
Problem
Joe.
solved.
I don't want any smoke with Brooklyn Rory. I see what's
Meet
going
me
on.
at the,
Target,
meet me
Rory.
at the
chilling.
Target.
I'm not. I'm chilling.
Yeah, no. I have a problem with pastors that do that, though, honestly. Because my thing is, you buy your wife a Lambo. I'm all for pastors making money, and if they put it into community, helping other people, things like that, cool. That's amazing. That's dope.
So now you're telling somebody what they should do with their money.
Absolutely. You should.
Y'all are
Pastors?
crazy.
Pastors? Absolutely.
You can't tell somebody what they should do with their money,
You're supposed to
Mom.
put
If you're
that back
living,
into the
if you're living
community.
by that book, yeah.
That's what it says. You're supposed to put that
Rory,
back into the
Rory,
community.
you keep saying that. Let me address you. I have no rebuttal to anything that starts like that. Anything about if you're living by that book, I don't know. I don't have a response. I don't know.
No, but you should be putting that money back into the community. Absolutely. Not into a Lamborghini.
No, get yourself
No.
a decent house. Man, I don't
Not
want you to
saying
miss
you
a
can't
meal.
have a car, you can't have a home. Absolutely. Buying your
Live
wife a
comfortably.
Lamborghini because you cheated or whatever it was, it's like now you just rubbing it in our face like you just got money to just
How
like
do you
yo,
guys
whatever.
feel about hating on the pastor?
How do we feel like about what?
Yeah, word.
Hating on the pastor.
These niggas hate.
No, it's not even a hate thing. It's just
Get a
it's
Lambo.
just
Get your
wrong.
Lambo game up.
No, it's just wrong.
Wait, are you saying
That's
the pastor
wrong.
is telling me and Maul to get our money up?
Yeah, broke ass podcasters. You on the path? You on the path train?
Get to the bag, but I mean,
my wife rolling. Talk to my wife. Do my wife numbers.
that's fucked up. That's
You
fucked
in my
up.
baby mom's car.
Do my wife numbers first
that's fucked up.
before you podcast about me,
I ain't
nigga.
even
fucked
got my
up.
ladies' money.
That's fucked up though. That's wrong. That's wrong.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Y'all been trying to stay quiet for weeks while Dame Dash and Memphis Bleek have been at odds.
So I saw that, and then I went to Bleek's page. I couldn't find what it was.
I couldn't find it,
I'm serious. Go to Bleek's page.
It's right there on everybody's page. Bleek, Elliot, Ack, Too Cool.
I don't follow.
Vlad.
I don't follow Vlad. I don't follow Ack.
Well, I follow Elliot.
I didn't see anything from Elliot.
It's all there.
I don't think Elliot posted none of that shit.
And Maul, if Elliot, I don't mind that you did a playlist. Why he keep tweeting it on Wednesday?
I don't.
Wednesday morning specifically.
I don't have nothing to do.
Elliot, relax. Yes, you do.
How?
You do.
I don't tell him when to tweet it.
I don't know what you do.
I didn't even know that he tweeted.
I don't have
didn't even
your
notice that
phone
he-
bug.
I didn't even notice that he tweeted on Wednesday.
Elliot, stop tweeting things on Wednesday mornings.
Just in general.
But why he can't tweet it? But why he can't tweet it on Wednesday?
Come
though?
on, Maul.
Why?
Because you can't.
Why not? I'm
gonna audit you.
I'm asking you why. I'm asking you why he
But
can't.
I'm gonna audit you.
No,
how
but
how much they paid you for that
doesn't pay
playlist,
you
man?
taxes.
No, I didn't get paid for that. I'm asking you how
Oh,
much.
so you bet, nigga? I've never post on no fucking Wednesday. You ain't pay my guy.
But why he can't post it
Oh
on
wait,
Wednesday?
family.
No, why he can't post it on Wednesday? I just don't see the significance.
Oh, you don't have to see it. Ellie, you heard me?
So no, so you explain. Tell me, so I could. I'm just looking for information.
We drop on Wednesday.
Joe, it don't matter who dropped what tweet what on it. They ain't nobody fucking with us.
Oh no, I know that more.
So they don't matter if Elliot tweets something on Wednesday.
I don't like the attempt. I'm being honest. What you want me to
The
say?
attempt?
I don't like
What
that.
is he attempt-
I don't like
he attempted to
waking
get
up
some
at
flow?
8 a.m. and being on time and saying,
Elliot
"Yo,
he
I
tried to
see
get
them
some-
niggas tweeting. I got Maul
He tried-
right here. Maul got the hot. He picked a lot of Dynasty songs.
He tried to get some flow?
Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that, man.
No, the copy's definitely, yo,
Yeah.
LOL, Maul was mad funny this week. Yo, I got a podcast. I
Yeah,
got a
come
podcast
on.
playlist from him.
Elliot, all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna make B. Dot pay. Like your dude be in the streets. Same way like my niggas tell me they be in the you B. Dot is outside.
You gonna run down on B.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
just drank
on.
a-
Yeah, come on. I don't want to
playlist.
see Maul's name.
Elliot trying to steal the flow
Yeah, he gotta relax. He gotta
Yeah,
relax.
that's funny
And
as
the playlist was cool, but on the Thursday.
on a Thursday. Okay,
And that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
He didn't invite none of us to his birthday.
he didn't invite y'all. He invited
Nah,
y'all.
dog.
We y'all now.
Universal says they dropped
I
R.
didn't
Kelly
get it.
last spring. Publishing.
Thanks, Universal Publishing.
Yeah, Universal Publishing.
Thanks, Universal Publishing,
Yeah.
for letting us know
Once
that.
again, you are so brave.
Yo, this music industry is nasty and
it's
disgusting.
crazy,
It
man.
is fucking horrible.
It's crazy.
Do you hear that?
It's crazy, but it's the dollar. It's all because of money.
Clearly.
Nasty,
It's
man.
the root of it. Money.
All money ain't good money.
I agree.
I saw they went over to the R studio.
Protested.
No, they went over there.
the R studio.
They went over to check the R out. And I was glued to this just because I recently learned about city ordinances and all of this stuff. So R. Kelly bought a studio, an industrial space. Mm-hmm. And he did whatever renovating to add living quarters and living conditions and
Nasty shit.
everything that you... No, let's not say nasty shit, but that's against the law. If you have an industrial place, you can't change shit around. See, I just learned that because somebody I know who shall remain anonymous, they bought a crib. They made a whole bunch of changes to the crib, and this is common for homeowners to increase the value of the property. And a lot of times you break the city ordinances, but how will the city ever find out? Unless
they come
somebody
to your crib,
snitches or unless they come to the crib. But once they find out, boy, it's monumental problems.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to spend all this money to change your shit back
to meet
to
the
the
ordinances,
decreased
yeah.
value to meet the city. It's nuts. So they went there with the squad. The squad pulled up. I was watching on the news, and that was their gripe. and it was really valid.
Huh.
Big gripes. When they want you,
They get you.
they're gonna find ways to get you. You can't change the whole fucking firehouse or whatever that is to add beds
Crib,
and
yeah.
you just can't. Even if it's no girls there, you not there. No.
Right.
But I don't understand that in this case only because it's a recording studio, and if he's working there and he's late hours as producers and songwriters do be in studios hours, I don't see the problem in having a bedroom or showers and stuff like that.
But that's against the law, and if you want to do that, there's a chain of command you have to go up. You have to.
I understand that.
You have to
Chain
run
of
that through the
command.
city.
I understand that.
You could change it,
Yeah.
but the city has to say,
Got you.
change it
Got you.
because we have this slated as this.
All right, got you.
So,
Got
yeah,
you. I get it.
I mean,
But even if that is there,
I just be feeling bad for the niggas that do all the work to raise the value of their property,
And then
and then they get busted.
Yeah.
So they got to knock it all down. It's a hassle. It's annoying.
Rules, just know the rules, know the laws, man.
Know the ledge.
Yeah, know it.
What were you saying, Rory?
we were talking about our studio and his beds and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to me. That's it's settling for tax evasion. Let's just find him where we could get him if we can't get him on the other shit.
Yeah.
Like, let's find all the ways we can do it if we can't get him with the gun in his hand.
Let's fuck with him everywhere else.
Let's find any way to get
Make
this
him
motherfucker in
uncomfortable.
prison.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a few stories that some victims are starting to come forward and speak out or
More?
try to, not more, but maybe whoever filed the case over here and it didn't go through is going to try to move it to a different state. Like they're gonna, they're gonna try to get him.
Yeah, yeah. But we knew that. We called that when we saw the trailer for the documentary, the docuseries.
Well, I saw that his manager surrendered to authorities yesterday, I believe.
The guy that was in the video?
The equally nasty
Yeah, he
one
was nasty.
that was participating and watching all this go down.
Helping.
I'm not sure what the charges were, but he did
It
surrender.
was something like terroristic threats or
Okay.
threatening somebody. It's something like that.
No, I'm happy to see anyone that was in those rooms go down with all that shit.
For sure.
Did anybody see the Royce cocaine video?
Yeah,
I did see it.
Yeah. Great video.
Very powerful video. I see why he took the whole week to tell us about it rather than just drop it.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Did you see it? What you think about it?
Same thing Rory just said.
Good video, really good video.
Powerful vid. The vid did to me what vids used to do for songs. Remind you of how great the song is.
Right.
It brought all the life back in that record for me.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna find that song now as a result of that video, because a lot of people, Royce is. I don't look at him as an underground artist, but he is kind of an underground artist still. But I think this video, a lot of like the mainstream audience is gonna find this record and find Royce. You know what I mean? As a result of that, and I think that's what visuals are for. It's for, like, I found a lot of dope artists based off of just the TV will be on mute and I see a video come on. I'm like, yo, who is this? Because it's a dope visual.
What you be doing when the TV's on mute?
Honestly,
Mopping.
music.
No
It's
lie.
the dumbest shit in the world, but music will be playing in the house.
I do that.
I don't know
too.
why I
I've
do
done
that.
that
Like the TV be on mute, music playing. But
do that all the
I'm
time.
watching like videos though.
Yeah.
I want to clown you, but I do it too.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird things. Like, what the fuck? Why is music playing and I'm
It's
watching?
like visual noise.
Yeah,
Like the
but-
same thing as music.
I'm positive I do it cooler than more.
Do you think so?
Well,
Man, I don't
you do
know.
yours on Love and Hip Hop.
You probably Elmo be on the TV. That don't count.
Oh my god.
First of all, listen to Elmo with some trap shit. If that's on mute, might be kind of fire.
You might be on to something. Trap Elmo, I'm with it.
My
But
kid
to
know
that
that
point-
little Apple remote noise. Like I be trying to turn it off Elmo, but when he hear that or whatever that noise
Yeah.
is, he up. What you
Lock
saying,
in.
Rory?
Outside of jokes, the more point, I'm kind of the same
We
way
want to
when,
make jokes.
when I
man.
scroll.
Yo, what we say?
When I scroll with single artwork and album artwork, I'll stop if I see some shit I like.
Me too.
Through all that link bullshit that's on the internet.
For sure.
If I see something that visually looks appealing, I must think if you're putting this much time into the artwork,
Yeah.
you must have put more time into the music. So I'll give it a go. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, but
It's exactly how the Fire Festival got started.
That's true.
Rory was down.
I was,
You
an,
down,
invest- I
Rory?
was an investor.
Rory picked the orange.
It's a good color, man.
Is emotional?
They did body that.
It is emotional.
They did a good job.
Well, if you look at it,
Hey.
it started out orange and it ended up emotional.
Why is that? Why does that always work? Like, why do two things that don't even kind of like make any sense, but when you put them together, it works? Like, remember that club, like Pink Elephant? You'll never see a Pink Elephant. Great fucking nightclub though. Great name for a nightclub.
A lot of fun in Pink.
A lot of fun at Pink Elephant, but it's like
Drugs,
Pink
man.
Elephant.
That's
What
all
the
I'm-
fuck is a Pink
Did you guys do a
Elephant?
pink elephant?
That's all I'll say.
I figured it was just like maybe a name for a certain pack that week.
Certain
That's what the ecstasy pill was called.
Yeah. No, I got
Remember
I got
ecstasy
those
pills
pink,
used
I
to
got
have
those
a little
pink
stamp on
elephants.
them?
Fox
I
is
got
showing
those-
his upstate roots. Ecstasy
Nah, y'all don't remember
pills.
that?
Nah, I was
Pills
mad
had the
X in the
stamp on
city.
them?
What you talking about?
You get the pink elephant or the white Mercedes or the fucking whatever. That's how you labeled your ecstasy pills.
Look at Parks.
You don't remember that era?
And
Joe,
then
you
we-
definitely remember that era.
That's
you
true.
Now
shaking
you're
your
gonna
head.
drag me into it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
quiet.
He went from Parks on the Boards to Trailer Parks just now. That's Trailer Parks talking right
But the
there.
funny shit is, while he's telling the story, he just keeps smiling harder just to himself. He's like, oh yeah, they was like, damn.
Like, we got it, Parks.
Well,
We
no,
get
I was
it.
always a little jealous of y'all that y'all got the real ecstasy era and I had to settle for the Molly era.
Rory, you should be jealous of us for everything that we experience in our eras versus what's happening in your era.
I'm not going to argue there.
Yeah, that's a
I'm,
fact.
I'm not going to
Not
argue there
just
at
the
all.
drugs.
No,
Well, everything was surrounded because of the drugs. Everything starts from drugs.
it comes back to it.
You could start a whole map and tree, and everything is going to start in the world with drugs.
I'm talking shit, but I like this era better for some reasons. I just can't think of it.
Oh, no,
right
me
this
too.
second. I
Absolutely.
I do. I'm just talking shit.
Some reasons. Some
No,
era,
why,
yeah.
why I'm not arguing with you is why me and my friends have been fighting so fucking hard to make our generation cool. Because ain't shit going on that's cool.
I agree. But for some reasons, I do like this generation more than last.
It's
generation.
safer.
I like that a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is great.
I like that a lot.
Well,
That's true.
to some degree it's not, but I think I
No,
grew up
it
in a
is.
much calmer era than you guys did.
It's
You did.
definitely
You did.
safer.
Let me just let you know. You did.
Well, I think in some areas maybe it's not because I think a lot of these kids are shooting before they fighting.
I mean, it's safer, but are you safe?
I'm good, bro. I'm in front of Target just fine.
We never talk about anything Young and May does up here, and that's Rory People, so I be feeling bad.
I saw her yesterday.
He just said that's your peoples.
What'd she
What's
do?
up with
She was
Young
at
and May?
Yams Fest.
Okay, naturally, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Emma.
Did you walk her in like you did last time I saw you?
I did not.
With
I
her?
was not working at Yams Fest.
Yo, you can tell Rory nothing when he walked Young and May in that day. Like,
Why do you harp on that so much?
Because of how you was walking like with your shoulders leading. All right, all right, go.
Rory.
Yo, I was right there. I was like, yo, I know you, nigga. Like,
It's me.
Rory was like, all right, coming through.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yo,
Rory was
Can
definitely business
I tell you
she
why?
walked by and might have head nodded me while my man was saying
Yeah,
walk through.
move, nigga.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Yeah, you can tell us. Rory. Go ahead.
It was the hottest record of the summer at the time.
You right.
It was at the peak.
One point.
We had Young and May. Dare I say free because it was promo time. I had her for about 10 minutes. And I had to get her from the other side of Coney Island
Right.
through 45 drunk ass people that all thought they were the most important person at the party.
Right.
And I had to get her to that stage to perform. So yes, I was.
You were working.
Joe is not lying.
You was
I
work-
did all of that.
You was working. I get it. You was working. Absolutely. I get it.
We hear the Brownstone song.
I'm just playing the song.
Why is this our shit?
Hey,
Don't stare at me.
getting your
during
Young
this
and May
record.
bag, roars.
Don't look
Tell
at
us
me.
about that long walk you guys took that
You
day.
took it
Right to the stage. No, I was standing
took
there
it too?
looking at my man like, wow.
He was working.
But I mean, that's not what I was saying. I was saying, wow.
Joe joking, but Joe acting like I didn't escort him to the stage the same way and he performed Pump It Up for
Whoa.
5,000 people at Coney Island.
Get your shit off, Roar.
And then Joe did one of these when he came off the steps, the salute, right as Pump It Up started. No, play Pump It Up instead. Play Pump It Up instead.
That's Joe move to salute the two
The two-finger salute
That's Joe
when
thing.
he came up.
Yeah.
I can't salute.
No, you can salute. You can salute. That's your thing.
That's my way of telling everybody it's peaceful. It's peaceful.
Because everyone
Love
thought he
is-
was going to get
love
on
is
stage and
love.
start shooting.
Love is love.
Everything is love.
Everything is
Everything
love.
is definitely love.
I agree.
Grammy nominated.
Are y'all excited about Alicia Keys hosting the Grammys?
No.
You asked us that last week.
I know, but I don't remember y'all answer.
I was confused by it. I don't get it.
I'm here for jokes.
Actually, she probably has an album coming out. And
Possibly.
the Academy loves Alicia Keys.
I will take an Alicia Keys performance any day. I'm just here for some jokes. I don't want you to host.
Nobody better be on fire anymore. I know that. For at least 9 years, the little bitch was on fire. Like, and then she just kept screaming, but worse. Like every year was fire! I was like, whoa! Like,
How far do you
save her then?
Save her.
Extinguish her. Why every year the chick is still
Yeah.
burning? All right.
Yeah, call Smokey the
burning every
Bear
year.
or somebody for this marketing campaign. How far do you think she's like stepped back in the booth away from the microphone to do that hook?
Who, Alicia?
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Why?
She might have been in the engineering
Swiss.
room. I love Swiss.
And
I love
niggas go to that. I love Swiss. Nah, fam. Stand on that limb. Go ahead.
100%.
I'm just asking how far you think she was standing in the booth when she did the hook.
And I don't want to talk shit. I only asked because why is Alicia
a
Keys
good record.
hosting the Grammys?
I'm telling you, the
I
Academy.
know the Academy loves her.
They love her, so she probably has a project coming.
I can't. I gotta watch. I'm not gonna down.
I'm willing
it
to
or
bet she
doubt
has an
it.
album coming soon. Because that, other
That
than
ain't that's not a light gig. Is all.
It's
Nah,
not.
it's
That's
not.
what I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
not trying to play Alicia.
No. I
No.
get
That
it.
ain't a
What's
light
wrong?
gig.
I get what you're saying.
Hell no. We've watched professionals crash and burn on that stage hosting.
And I feel like when you host these events, you gotta have some type of like comic relief type.
That's
of
what
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Is
Yeah,
Alicia?
Alicia ain't really about to make me laugh or giggle.
I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe they got great writers. I don't know. I just can't.
You still got to go with delivery
Alicia
and
Keys
experience.
is not gonna make me laugh.
I don't
Maybe
know.
she'll
man.
just play.
She's gonna get on the piano.
She's
hit her
definitely going to do
floor.
the joking song. That's going to happen. We know that. She'll get on the
no.
keys and sing some
No,
jokes.
hopefully she just sings all the nominees.
Fam, listen. If
These,
that happens,
these are the nominees for 2018 who was on fire.
definitely not watching if that's the case. Those ratings will plummet.
That
All
should
right.
play good.
Did anyone watch the Variety article Crash and Burn where they said Travis consulted with Kaepernick about that and then Cap said, fuck out of here. I've never spoke to you in my entire life.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, I didn't believe that when it was saying.
No, I did.
I didn't.
I figured he would have.
Travis Scott called Kaepernick. They had a 100. Kaepernick told Travis, "Yo, I understand. Do what you got to do, my guy. I'm on this side, you on that side, but it's love." No,
No, but
I didn't think that happened.
I thought they had a conversation. I would have believed it.
I didn't.
I believed it. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Because
Nessa
Travis is who he
and-
is. He's hot right
and
now.
Kaepernick and Ebro don't want to talk to. That's what I love. I love Ebro always jumping in like he's down with them, and I mean he is, but it's still funny because like Nessa and Kaepernick is like a couple, and
Yeah, I'm with you.
Ebro's like the manager.
Ebro manages their
Their relationship.
relationship.
Which is funny because Kaepernick don't even be talking, so it's like
That do be the
He
funniest
don't
part.
say.
He don't be
I haven't
talking.
heard. Yeah,
So
I
why
haven't
is
heard
he- why
Cap
is
So
he-
say
many people
anything.
speak for Kaepernick.
then Ebro come in. What he's saying is, what y'all didn't get from him is he'll never work with Ebro. We got it, dog. It's like we understand. I know Ness and Kaepernick had to fight over Ebro at one point. Like Kaepernick had to step in, like, yo, tell your boss, the homeboy you work with, like not your
Homeboy
but
you work
dude, like we got this.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Hate when a nigga join in to support me and hurts my argument.
That'd be the worst. Like, wait, hold on. That's not even what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, like
Fuck the whole energy up in the room.
his credibility trash, so
Yeah,
I'm
you be
trash.
like, yo,
Exactly.
fam. That's not what I was trying to say, fam. Like,
Yeah,
nah.
that's horrible. And I'm not saying that about Ebro.
No,
It's
but
just
I
funny.
definitely thought that they spoke only because Kaepernick is obviously from the hip hop culture, but I mean that's just I don't know. Now I'm looking at Travis kind of funny now. Like, all right, fam. So you definitely didn't kick it with Colin, and you still performing at the Super Bowl. Are they really going to donate this $500,000 that he talking about?
Doesn't matter.
That's another thing. Does it matter?
If they do.
I mean, it kind of does matter.
It don't matter to me. Like I didn't need Nessa to tell me that the acts are not paid for performing at the Super Bowl. Normally, you pick a charity and they donate.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. He picked one. Great, noble cause. Like,
Yeah.
awesome.
I didn't realize that.
But so what?
Yeah, Travis is looking funny in the light.
A lot of these niggas is for self, man. And I don't know if you could fault people for being for self, but I do.
You can.
I do.
You can and you should. Only because it's bigger than just you. You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger than Travis Scott. It's bigger than, Colin Kaepernick, which is the whole reason why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling in the first place. Because it's bigger than him. Which is why he didn't mind losing his job. Because he was being selfless. It's bigger than him.
Yeah, and he can't, it's not a fight that he would or should fight alone. Like, he should be able to lean on the support of the hip hop community. The same way as the NFL is us.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Hov and all these niggas be saying. Puff, like, there's us.
Mm-hmm.
Our dollar is just as powerful. We have just as much. Like, we don't have to just.
Our dollar
down
is
and
probably
succumb.
the most powerful.
And he's finally got in that.
Well, not if we
place
don't know it.
Where, of course, they'll say because it's not for financial gain, it's for exposure. Travis Scott is now in the place where he doesn't need exposure.
No.
He
at all.
has the hip hop community
Yeah.
And Kylie.
and the Kardashians. You don't need to.
You think the Kardashians,
I don't know if you want that
talked
for
him
a
into it?
stat, but I think it shows how much power you have by saying no rather than saying yes here.
You think the Kardashians talked him into doing it?
I definitely think they did, but that's just my opinion.
It's just,
Niggas be having mad, unfounded opinions.
Of course. I have no evidence. But I can only just see from how that family moves as far as capitalizing on attention gain, even if it is negative, still pushing forward with it because it brings attention. So I can't say they didn't go against it.
Right.
And harboring somebody in there that has had some opinions that would be more towards the NFL and that stance, I can't say that they wouldn't either.
it's disappointing coming from Travis because he comes across as one of those dudes that would tell NFL to suck his dick.
That's why I was more disappointed because
Yeah.
Travis has never struck me as somebody that would
Yeah. So
be out for that.
Yeah.
Well, how did he struck you?
Rebellious?
Yeah, through his whole career going against the grain.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I mean, I think he has
Has he?
that. I think he has that punk.
think so,
I
yeah.
think that punk rock mentality has kind of been Travis's whole stick, and I believed it. I didn't think it was a gimmick or anything, and I still don't think it is. But this was
No,
a bit
I believe it, and I
disappointing.
don't think it's a gimmick either. But when was that going against the grain? When was he having a hard time?
I'm talking music wise, style wise, just
That's what
how
I'm
he did his
asking.
whole career. I can't say that now because it's the first political thing that Travis has been involved in. So that I can't say.
All right, I don't pretend to be the most knowledgeable Travis Scott guy. Nothing he's done in his career would make me say that he's going to stand up against a machine.
I get what you're saying as far as standing up against the machine. I'm just more so saying, like, he sees the movement that's going on now, and he sees the people that, turned away from the Super Bowl, and I thought he would fall right in line with that.
Me too.
I thought he would definitely be one to fall in line with that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just disappointing because it's like, damn, you Travis, like, you hot right now. You don't need that Super Bowl shit. You don't need that.
Yeah, I think with his music is what I'm comparing it more to. That he never really went pop. Pop went him more or less. So maybe I just thought that was in his personality, and this would be a no-brainer, judging by how his music taste and career has went. That this would be in line with that. Like, yo, I don't need them. Look what I've done by doing me.
I understand.
So that's it. I know that's nothing to do with his personality. I don't know the gentleman at all. I was just taking it off how he's moved musically. That's all.
Yeah, I get it. Anything else we got to hit?
That was the last thing on my list.
I think I kind of got everything
Oh,
on my end over here.
James Blake album, Andre 3000 verse. Anyone care?
I do care. I haven't listened to it yet, though.
Wait, listen to what?
James Blake new album.
I did not hear it yet.
I gave it one listen. I don't want to give an opinion. I'll give one on Wednesday,
Okay.
and I guess we can cover the 3000 verse then too.
Andre's all in the Future Doc thing that
Oh,
I
yeah?
saw too,
Well, he's been a very vocal Future fan.
yeah.
And Future
Well,
come from the dungeon.
Yeah,
so
so Dungeon Family.
Savon, nothing's happening right this very second that we're forgetting, right? No news is breaking, right? No. Yes.
Oh, did y'all see the ASAP Rocky interview with Angie?
I didn't.
I saw clips.
He was talking about how Frank Ocean finessed the industry of the 20 million. I thought that conversation was
We covered that years ago when Blonde came out. And it's interesting that ASAP brought that up. But
We covered it a few months ago, maybe
Yeah.
2 months ago.
yeah. I thought it was interesting coming from Rocky though, like for him to sit down and really like talk about that and say how dope he thought that was. Like, yo, that was crazy that he pulled that off.
I mean, it was. Say what you will about those albums, and that's your opinion, but that was an amazing way to get out of a contract. I don't know how accurate the 20 million portion of that is, but to get out of your contract with a label and then come back with your actual album the next day on your own label it's applaudable to me.
Yeah, he finessed it.
Definitely finessed it. I wish that finesse were available to more artists.
Well, it's not going to be now.
Yeah, they're gonna
It
find.
wasn't then.
That's true.
It wasn't then.
But I couldn't also.
That's my only issue.
I
with
couldn't
it.
also understand, and I'm not sure what was the inner workings there with Def Jam of how stupid they could be that they would just let some visual shit on Apple Music be Frank's follow
I
up
don't
from
think-
Channel Orange
I
after
don't-
that long.
I don't think they were stupid. I think they were finessed. I think they were finessed. I think they were lied to. I think they were misled.
Oh no, of
I
course
think
they were, but
told one thing by one group that they had business with and trusted. I don't think they really were thinking about nothing Frank was saying or doing. But I mean, I respect the game. I respect the game. I respect the finesse. But I'm not gonna give him the credit that y'all are giving him for it until I see what he does next.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing.
Well, shit, if he got 20 million, he just wants to go chill for a little bit. I ain't mad at him either.
Well, 100%.
No, as you should.
100%. You should chill. I
But
ain't-
there will be a next.
There
Like,
should,
what do you
there
do after
should
that?
be a next, and
I don't know.
you kind of ruined it now because what's Apple gonna do?
You give me the 20, I might go chill.
For life?
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
It's
you
not,
wouldn't.
it's not a bad pillow.
It's not a bad pillow. Plus all the other income that he can make.
Yeah.
It
not a
will
bad
make
pillow.
residually.
I mean, this is an important album for Frank's legacy, in my opinion.
Blonde?
No,
whatever-
this is the next
he's
one.
saying-
Oh,
he's saying the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I think it's really, really, really important.
I didn't really like Blonde or the visual album.
I don't think it does
people
anything.
did.
The next album? You don't think
Also-
it does anything for his legacy?
I think Frank's legacy is
Cements
already
it?
what it is to the people that
Love Frank.
feel like that about Frank. Like I catch a lot of heat for the things I say about Frank, but I fuck with Frank. I just don't view him the way that
Others
Frank
do.
Hive views him. But the next album ain't gonna change how Frank Hive views him. So what is
Well,
it
I mean,
gonna
that's Hive with anyone. I'm talking my opinion.
Oh,
I'm not in, and I've like Frank Ocean. I'm not in the Frank Ocean Hive. I think this is a really telling album for Frank's legacy.
I think it'll be good.
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't dislike
I wanna
Blonde
hear
the
it.
way Joe Mayu or Parks. I don't dislike it the same way, but I don't love it the way a lot of people love it.
A lot of people
I
love
thought it was subpar to what he had put out prior. So I think
just
this is
wasn't
very
for me.
telling.
I just didn't really like. I like drums.
I mean, Nights is one of
You didn't
my
hear
favorite
enough.
songs that year.
You didn't hear enough drums.
I say that and they be killing me, but I really didn't hear that many drums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
And it wasn't the best done drumless or whatever.
The best done
we support
drumless
Frank on here.
project.
No, dude, I'm a big Frank fan, but
Yo.
pause.
Yeah, I just like to see how the next
More.
one's gonna come out. Because it won't be Apple, it won't be Universal. So who will it be? And it might be Apple.
Bandcamp.
I was gonna say no. I think it'll be.
It might be Apple. They're just gonna find a different way to do it now.
Or he might do his well.
You think it's gonna
Nah,
be Apple?
I think Frank is.
I
Gonna
don't,
Go,
I don't.
I think
Oh.
Frank's gonna go all the way dolo and put it on all streaming services.
he
But I
might-
think if they
he
were,
might put that shit
I
on
think
a
if,
website,
if
like
they were
Radiohead.
complicit
Yeah,
in
that would be
helping
some
him
weird
get out,
Frank shit.
Yeah.
if they were complicit in helping him get out, which some people allege, then I would think they have meat in the game for whatever's coming next. They're not just helping you get out of that for.
He might do some Radiohead shit.
Yeah.
Put it
Yeah.
on his website.
I can
only
totally
for
see
fucking
Frank Radio.
$9, and you gotta donate
Yes.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Radiohead did that with In
Yeah,
Rainbows.
I think Frank
Like,
is gonna put that shit on some weird. That's not even gonna be FrankOcean.com, like a
Yeah.
bunch of letters.com,
Right.
and then maybe next week it'll be on all streaming services,
or never on any.
And I don't think I'll
service.
promote it. The link will just exist, and then the Tumblr Frank Ocean Hive will find it.
If Frank get back in that Novocaine Pyramids bag,
Listen, I'm in.
you got me.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in that. I'm with that Frank.
I'm in. I'm in.
All right, so I think we covered anything. Anything coming this weekend that I need to be aware of?
There's a fight this weekend, right? No.
Yes, Pacquiao Broner tonight.
Tonight? Yes, tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight, indeed. Maul, we know who you got in that fight.
Absolutely.
Who do you have?
Who you got?
Pacquiao in 6.
Pacquiao in 6. Pars, you want to give me football predictions?
I still got Saints, Pats. Still sticking with that.
All right. I'm going KC. I feel like Mahomes stopped putting ketchup on macaroni and cheese. So I'm going KC at home.
Who's playing?
The Rams, Saints, Pats, Chiefs.
I
Rams,
think
Saints, Pats, Chiefs. Pats and Chiefs again? Because
Again,
they have
what
like
you
a
mean?
crazy game this season?
Yeah, early.
Oh
in the
no,
season,
yeah.
Right?
Well, it's both AFC.
Yeah.
I'll go KC.
The LA Saints game is
Saints.
gonna be good though.
The Saints is at home, right? The Saints at
Yeah,
home,
Saints
right?
are home.
Yeah.
Saints, Rams, Pats.
I want the Rams
Chiefs.
to win, but I got the Saints.
I was gonna say I want
Saints, Chiefs.
Patriots Rams, but I think it's gonna be I think it's
I
gonna be
wanna see
Patriots Saints.
In the Super Bowl?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been wrong all
Patriots,
year,
Saints.
so don't pay me no fucking mind.
I think Belichick is gonna
I had the Giants winning it all.
tear that rookie quarterback
Had the
to
Giants
pieces.
win it
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Oh yeah, you're a Patriots fan, so of course you want to see the Rams. Yeah.
Man, he's got a red beard.
Yeah, man, come on, that comes with the territory. All right, great podcast. Happy Saturday.
Right. See you guys at Tuesday, whatever day this shit could. Wednesday, I don't know.
Saturday, Joe.
No, the next time.
Oh, all right. See you
Look,
Wednesday.
yeah, exactly. Tuck your fucking privilege.
Fair. You just don't want to go home. I see what's going on here.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't fuck with you, bro. I don't fuck with you. You be talking.
I ain't going home, man. I'm in the streets. What's up?
Okay.
Nanny in the crib. Friday. See you at 5. That's your kid tonight.
That's fire.
Peace, Nanny.